Nightmare Before Christmas, or
Right, because Night Before Christmas, and I quote, "Hey, Jack Skellington, oogity boogity, bitch." Yeah, like that's exactly what.
No, isn't the Oogity Boogity from that? Not the Oogity Boogity bitch, obviously. Like the although that'd be a fucking awesome kids show.
Are you talking about because the fucking boogie is like the Oogie Boogie Man?
Did he not go Oogity Boogity at people?
No,
Oh, is it from something else then?
I don't fucking know.
Oh no, man. I'm smoking a lot of weed right now. I'm on vacation.
Dude, you get paid to sleep. How do you go on vacation?
I don't know. I get paid, but I get to sleep in my own bed. Technically speaking.
I seriously don't like a single thing about you.
Oh man, me neither, dude. We got something in common. All right, that was pretty fucking lame.
Why aren't you dead yet?
Oh no, I don't die. I'm gonna be immortal, dude. That's my goal. It's my lifetime goal there.
Your lifetime goal is to never have your lifetime end. Like this, it wouldn't even be a lifetime then. It would just be. I shut up. Stop.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. It was just too fucking dumb.
I'm not a fan of what you are.
Well, Deitois here. You could make fun of him too.
I'm also not a fan of what he is. He is also, as you say, fucking terrible.
Like a bad paper?
I'm just gonna leave.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking up weird shit I found on Twitter.
Oh, speaking of which, fucking aim, stand your ground.
Aim, stand your ground. What? I'm confused.
Did you miss that whole saga?
The saga that I've seen that I thought was entertaining was the people bitching about the Disney asking if they were Empire or Rebel.
Oh no! See, yeah, something happened last night. And you missed it.
Oh, okay. I must have missed it. What did I miss? Hopefully, somebody died.
Almost. And Andy Worski tried to get somebody fucking shot in the street.
Are you fucking serious?
While he was IRL streaming.
That's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, like, okay, so apparently, here's the very, very long story short. Andy Failure and Alex Worski, who I don't know who the fuck that is, but whatever, one of Andy Worski's buddies, right?
Yeah.
They were out IRL streaming, and somebody sent in a super chat that played a song that said nigger a lot.
Oh, like
a lot.
Nigga.
Right.
I'm 100% that one. Dude, yeah, that's fucking super graphic. Yeah.
And then somebody got like some random person in the crowd who at this point has now been named Beefcake McGillicuddy. The internet named him, and his name is now Beefcake McGillicuddy. So
thank you, internet.
So Beefcake McGillicuddy gets up and confronts Andy and Failure and Alex and all them and gets in their face, and then it defuses. Story over, right? Like you think that would be the end of it? Well a few hours later, they run into him at like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning, and he sees him again with a couple of friends of his. And at this point now, Alex is packing.
All right.
So
clearly these are all intelligent, rational, approachable individuals, right? I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
Right. But so yeah. Now with all of that, the confrontation starts again. Not sure what kicks it off this time because I wasn't actually watching the stream, and everything I've seen of it since starts after the confrontation starts. So I haven't seen what kicks off the second confrontation. I have no idea what starts that, but it leads up to Beefcake McGillicuddy punching Failure in the head twice. Like once dead in the fucking face and once in the back of the head because he puts his head down.
It's almost like causing as much drama as possible and playing off of people's like already fragile egos and tempers is not a good idea if you're actually going to meet any of these people.
But wait, it gets better.
I'm already enraptured at this point. I'm not sure it can.
Because after all of this happens, then you have Alex draws his fucking weapon and just starts pointing it at people. Not even these same three guys who got in the fight with Failure. Just pointing it around at random fucking people. Because he doesn't know how to handle a fucking firearm.
Oh, does he have trigger discipline, or is his fucking finger on the trigger the whole time? Because that's one of those ones that's fucking... Oh, man.
It's a little bit grainy, so I couldn't actually tell.
Oh, okay. Because there's a lot of people that put videos and pictures with their fucking fingers on the trigger, and you're like, you better be ready to shoot.
But no, like anyway, that's the part I couldn't tell you about that.
Darn.
But at this point, Andy decides that his course of action is to just continue yelling words nonstop and let his voice keep cracking over and over and over again for the next like 10 minutes, never shutting the fuck up, just saying the same words over and over again. You back the fuck up. Don't come near us. Don't come near us. Don't come near us. Don't come near us. We are standing our ground. We are standing our ground. We are standing our ground. We will defend ourselves.
Canada
we will defend ourselves. We will defend ourselves.
Where is he located? Last I heard he was in Canada, right?
Well, he lives in Canada, but at the moment they were in Miami, or they were in Florida.
Oh, they were in Florida. Well, they do have stand your ground laws. Apparently, you can just shoot whoever the fuck you want, right? I mean,
right? No, so like, and all of this leads to Andy sitting there following, like Andy telling Alex and Failure to follow these guys as he is yelling at Alex to aim, aim, aim.
Oh no.
Essentially calling for somebody to be fucking shot in the street.
Because talking about the Warski Failure.
I didn't even hear about this shit, dude.
Oh, dude, it's the best thing that's happened on the internet in forever, dude.
Oh man, the only thing could have been better is if the dude accidentally shot somebody.
Yeah, we can hear you. We're just ignoring you. But no, like, dude, fucking Beefcake.
All right, I just want to make sure.
Beefcake McGillicuddy, like as he has a gun pointed directly at his fucking face, just sits there and starts just like fucking shoulders up, fucking arms up, just fucking barreling down on fucking Andy and the guy holding the gun on him. And Andy is still like with the buddy of his who has a gun trained on the guy's fucking face, is still shitting his pants.
I don't.
I literally just watched this like 10 minutes ago.
Like
I watched Edendro's video on it.
Like you got a buddy with a gun trained on the guy, and you're still shitting your pants because he's walking towards you. Holy shit, you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah, at that point, really, yeah.
all that man credit he got from fucking Tonka bailing out, dude, is fucking gone.
Wait, people thought Warski was a man?
Well, I think some. I didn't. I
think Warski is a man. Just
as showed up at least.
I think Warski is a man as much as fucking Lauren Southern is a man. Only legally.
Only legally. I was trying to thought you might go that route. I thought you might also go with like, in as much as Lena Dunham is technically a woman.
Oh man.
But the fucking
I would pick Lauren Southern in a fight over Andy, dude.
Well, if I had to wrestle with one of them, I know which one I'd choose. Yeah. Wait, no,
Andy, I get it, dude.
No,
Finally out of the
Lauren
closet.
Southern.
Good job, Stabby.
No. And
It's because she's got those big ears,
never
dude.
showed up.
Oh yeah, they did. And then Alex gets arrested, and then Beefcake McGillicuddy gets arrested.
Okay, then this might actually have been real, and not like we all fucking did this in our backyard to make it look like we're doing it.
Oh no, like they're in the fucking middle of the fucking street while all this is happening, like right in fucking plain view of fucking God and everybody.
Well, let's see. Then when the cops are involved, Andy's
like, back up!
Andy's TTS fires off music that repeats nigger. Oh, it did played the song again. That's fucking hilarious. That's fucking insane, dude. I don't even know why. Why would you?
Dude, what's really funny, dude, Andy's like screaming at them like a fucking bitch. Like his voice is cracking and shit. Like him trying to sound tough, tell him to back off or whatever. And then the minute they're fucking walking away, he's like, let's follow him. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Fucking idiot. Yeah, and then the cop was like, why the fuck are you pulling your gun out? Why are you pointing your gun at people in fucking public? Like, why are you in the middle of the street pointing your gun at people?
Yeah, that's something.
So that dude got arrested, right? The one that pulled out the gun.
Yeah, the police tend to get upset when you just start randomly pointing a gun in the middle of like the street while yelling and screaming. It's just a shame that nobody got shot. It would have been the ultimate would have been if the dude managed to shoot himself by accident. Like just to take that over the top there.
Just pull a fucking cheddar bob.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's fucking insane, dude. I how did I miss that? I guess I don't follow any of the people that
again, I don't know when it happened, but I barely saw it, like literally like 20 minutes ago, dude. Like I said, Edindro did a video on it, so that's the only reason I saw it.
The only thing I saw that I thought was entertaining was people getting pissed about some redheaded chick getting kicked out of a Bernie thing that does like the YouTube journalism thing.
Oh yeah, fucking, she's retarded though.
The way I look at it is it was perfectly fine to kick Acosta out. It's perfectly fine to kick her out. And a lot of people were saying that it was fine for kicking Acosta out. That you can't have it both ways when it's your team instead or something, you know? Like, because obviously I think she's like a conservative or like at least somewhat right-wing or something.
She's right-wing, but she's not conservative.
Not conservative.
Like, yeah.
Like I don't really know who this chick is.
Who was it? Who was the chick?
Caitlin Bennett.
Yeah, Kate Bennett.
From what I'm looking at here. And I same as Acosta.
I was like,
you have every right to kick somebody out of a private thing that you rented for whatever your campaign thing is. Yeah, go for it, man. Whatever you want. You look like a jackass, but do it.
Yeah. Was she being disruptive or anything, or did they just kick her out?
No, they just kicked her out because she wasn't her politics
or something. Wow.
At least as far as I know, maybe she does get disruptive. Like they just, we're heading it off at the pass kind of thing. So, because like I said, I don't watch her shit, so I don't really know anything about her other than I thought she was somewhat conservative or right wing in some way or shape. But I thought that was entertaining how mad everybody got over that one, and I'm just like, you can't go both ways, man.
Why can't you go both ways, man?
Yeah,
you know what I meant. Oh man.
Yeah, in current year, dude. I mean, come on. It is the current year, dude.
It's fascism.
It's fine to go both ways. In fact, there's more than both. It's fine to go all 76 ways, dude.
Bash the fash is just like a code for airtight then, right? Oh man. I wonder what ends up coming of those police things. Now I'm kind of curious as to like what the aftermath of like that fucking I'm gonna guess there was some alcohol involved, dumbassery. Like, does the dude waving the gun around go to jail, or has he managed to get himself weaseled out of it? Does failure press charges against the dude that punched him in the head?
I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I just find it hilarious.
I didn't actually watch it. Did he actually sock him like neck with him?
Are you talking about the guy that hit Failure?
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Connect with him pretty solidly, or
yeah, twice. Once dead in the face, once in the back of the head.
Nice.
Because he puts his head down and then gets fucking just mollywopped.
Man, that is somebody who's real mad. You got to be mad as fuck to punch somebody in the back of the head. Like, you just going at that point.
Yeah. Or like the top of the head. Yeah. You're just in fucking rage. Did that dude get arrested then? The one that punched Failure?
Yeah.
Is he one of the two? Okay, so it was that dude and then the dude from fucking Andy and Failure's crew that pulled the gun, right? And the ones that got arrested?
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like the gayest gang fight ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what it was.
Dude, him screaming back off, like, dude, and his voice cracking and shit. I'm like, wow. I don't think I've ever seen a dude look less tough, dude.
You know, he probably was having flashbacks to when he got raped by the babysitter.
Oh, yeah. She forced me to have my cock sucked. It was awful. Or whatever. Isn't that what happened? Like the fucking chick blew him, or
I don't actually know. I just
she blew him and then sat on his face.
Well, you know what? If it was his first interaction with the vagina outside of birth, that probably was a little traumatic. Just suddenly have one in your fucking face.
Right. Yeah. It's still a little weird. A little bizarre, man.
He's been a pussy ever since that fucking babysitter put her pussy in his face.
I have a feeling it happened before then, but it just cemented it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be a bitch my whole life. Sure now.
Man. You know, that might be the only time I've ever actually wish I had watched the live stream.
Wait, you want the raw footage of Andy Worski getting molested? I mean, I kind of do too, but
no.
No, I meant the fucking fight. My bad. I'm fucking high, dude.
The fucking live stream, dude.
I mean, I wish it was live stream.
I'm guessing that he did not leave that up.
The fucking the multiple crimes committed by people
stream up
on YouTube. The YouTube is so understanding of that, though. Well, you weren't the one that committed the crime. You were just standing over there screaming like a little bitch while it was going on. Did Andy even get punched at all? Like, is he just screaming? And
no, he's just screaming like a pussy for no fucking reason. And here's the thing: pulling out a gun on a
the
fucking
guys are standing still.
Pulling out a gun in a fucking 1v1 fucking street fight makes you the biggest fucking pussy.
Yeah, no, that's pretty shitty, man.
Yeah, no shit.
Wow. Like, it's one thing if like your buddy's fighting and he's got his ass kicked and they're still going, and then it's like, all right, we gotta fucking, you know, I don't want my friend to get beat to death in the fucking street or some shit like that. You know, but then you're supposed to pull it out, flash the gun, everybody runs away before the cops show up. You're not supposed to wait around and continue waving the gun around.
Yeah, that just makes you a fucking retard.
Yeah.
Didn't they call the cops?
Yeah, no, they said.
I'm sorry to go back on this. You guys might have already covered it, but what happened initially to piss the guys off?
Somebody did a Streamlabs and played let's say a very ethnic song with some very ethnic words.
Oh wow!
And it
like the white man marches on from fucking.
No, it was nigga 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 nigga.
Oh, okay.
And then somebody kept.
So they did a donation and played that.
Yeah, and somebody kept doing the text to speech, doing "We hate knickers, we hate knickers, we hate knickers."
Yeah. They also do that with nigger.
God damn.
Although that was popular for a long enough time that they might have fixed that, so it doesn't work no more.
Oh yeah, you tried it on Blonde on fucking. You tried it on Blonde like a year ago, remember?
Oh
blonde
yeah,
from Matt Christensen and yeah. Yeah,
that's
something
something I
about
would
the.
do.
It was when the football player
it's
shit was going
absolutely
on.
something I would do.
Yeah, and I hate it. At the end, it was like, I hate it when they take a knee, grr. Talking about like the football players.
Oh yeah, probably something like that.
I didn't get it at first. I literally, I think during that fucking thing, I was like, what the fuck did you donate that for? And then I like finally pointed it out, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. It didn't really work, but that's a pretty good try.
It's worth a shot. It works better with the text to speech, because the text to speech doesn't really do any different emphasis when they see it coming. Because like if you're reading it yourself as a person, you're gonna emphasize the words to make them clearly sound like two separate words, whereas like text to speech just says it.
Yeah, it's just gonna say grr. Yeah, the text to speech isn't gonna go grr. It's just gonna say me grr. Beautiful.
I found
the Mike Hunt thing. Mike
found the perfect accessory
first name
for
Mike,
Andy
last
Worski.
name Hunt.
Oh yeah, the perfect accessory for Andy Worski here. That's the $1,000 vagina scarf. Looks like you're wearing a vagina.
Wow.
But I think we could all agree that would fit.
I don't know. I don't think that would be hairy enough. I don't think that's hairy enough for Andy, dude.
Might give him some flashbacks to the babysitter.
We got to look at the babysitter first. We got to see.
Yeah, is that the kind of? Would that match the babysitter? Oh man, I did not know when I saw that on Twitter that would be worth. That would actually be like related to something that we were talking about prior to me mentioning that.
Yeah.
Because like how many times? Glad to see Andy was pulling the 12-year-old mentality audience from John Doe there. Oh, who's Ice Poseidon? Is this like a big thing? Do people fucking wear cameras around?
It's a thing now. It shouldn't be. It needs to fucking stop. But
oh, okay. I just see that being
like a GoPro type thing.
I saw a thing where there's like a YouTuber who apparently goes out and just like randomly picks somebody and harasses them until they react. In order to get their videos, like, and they'll just keep harassing like the same person, like trying to find them or whatever.
It's just a social experiment, bro.
Yeah. Well, and then like if you beat them up, the police will arrest you and shit. Like, but they won't do anything about it. Like they're just not. They're like, well, he'd end up with your address if you fucking filed, for a restraining order. He'd be given all your information. Do you really want him to have that much more information, kind of thing? Like they just try to like discourage people from actually making them do their job, essentially.
Wow.
Oh, it's IRL streaming.
That is beautiful.
That
you would hope that would be enough of a deterrent, but again, if somebody's going to harass you in public, a restraining order is probably not going to be much of a deterrent to them.
Well, I mean, essentially, you want to build enough of a case that when you eventually kick their ass or whatever, like you have some sort of like vague defense for it, so you might not necessarily have to see the inside of a cell for too long.
Right.
Like you establish like repeated harassing behavior to the point where it's like anybody would understand why you would have like beat the guy up in the effort to sway the jury to your side.
Yeah.
If I stop commenting and paying attention, it's because I'm not paying attention and I'm playing a game.
Well, you were here for the interesting part with Andy Worski, so.
What?
I said.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I was already in the middle of a game when I got the message that you had started this fucking shit show, so I just went ahead and answered the call anyway.
Fair enough. I'm trying to think, because there were so many bizarre, like, weird shit in, like, politics that went on over this last little bit of time. Like they keep doubling down with the whole Ilhan Omar thing, which kind of blows my mind. I like that they're going to put
defending her for her fucking.
Yeah. I also like that everybody's mad because Trump is saying, I'll take the illegal aliens that you want to force me to release into public and just do that only in sanctuary cities. And suddenly everybody is not okay with that anymore. Like what's their name? The two outspoken dummies, the fucking Cher, that one, and then Alyssa Milano. Both of them are like, well, we got people on the street now that aren't being taken care of who are like veterans and stuff, man. That's not okay. You're like, wait, what? Did you just turn conservative?
Yeah. Yeah, their liberalism is more abstract than practical, in real life type shit. Like, wait, I don't want those in my city.
It literally, like, their whole thing was just like, well, we don't have the money and the resources to take care of the people we have right now, so adding more people to that would be unfair. And it's like, that's exactly what the conservatives have been saying about the whole illegal aliens thing since the beginning.
Yeah. That is fucking hilarious, though.
Suddenly they're also willing to admit criminality.
They're draining our economy.
Oh, Trump is doing what Obama said he was going to do with Gitmo. Prisoners where everybody flipped their shit about. Yeah. Yes, John Doe. I don't understand why we can't deport people anymore. Like, why is that no longer allowed? Why can't we just be like, you're not from here, get the fuck out? And if that doesn't work,
just what the judge ruled.
The what?
Did you see what the judge that denied Trump's closing of the border or whatever it was that he did?
Why did he keep listening?
He was like,
to
we
them?
can't send him back to Mexico because the occurrence, the conditions are there are bad, so we can't do that.
Yeah,
they're like, no, Mexico.
Stop listening to them.
Too bad.
When the courts rule in ways that are clearly outside of the actual law, he needs to stop following those rulings. Like, he has the authority to close the border. It's clearly spelled out in the Constitution. He should just close the border. Because at that point, their only other option is to
it's amazing that the fucking judge.
The judge.
Well, what if they tried to get the military? I'd be kind of curious if, like, somehow they tried to get the military to, like, stop Trump. If the military would even listen, they'd be like, "Fuck you! You guys are raping the Constitution. We're not fucking doing that."
It would be very. I mean, I'm sure you would have some people that would say yes, and a lot of people that would say no. It would depend on where they are in the ranks. That's going to have a big part of it.
That's what I'm thinking.
But ultimately, like,
the
courts are not allowed to enforce their own rulings specifically in the Constitution because they don't want them to have too much power. So it comes down to the executive branch to enforce or not enforce the court's rulings. And you see, like, in certain situations where, like, gun laws are bad or whatever, like, I think it was in Missouri or Kansas or something, where, like, some of the major law enforcement groups are saying, we're not going to enforce your gun law. It's not constitutional. Like, that's kind of the whole point. It's supposed to work out that way, because then it has to go back to the courts to be decided by a higher court. It kind of forces the matter quicker.
All right.
The other option is the legislative branch can step in and kind of, like, mediate or try to mediate or potentially remove one of the parties. So they could potentially remove, like, the judge or remove the president or something like that. But, like, ultimately, the president is supposed to be able to be like, that's not what the Constitution says, and I'm not going to follow that.
Yeah, it should be. Well, that's what I find disturbing about the fucking courts doing shit like that. Like, it's so obviously out of their fucking, jurisdiction or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous that they can be like, well, conditions are bad in Mexico, so we can't send them back there. Like, that's your reasoning. I don't believe that says anything like that in the fucking Constitution. I could be mistaken. I don't know the Constitution that well. But I'm pretty sure when it's talking about the immigration and shit, like, well, if they're going back to a country that's not that nice, then we can't do that because that's mean. So let them stay.
Yeah. Well, and I think Mitch McConnell is pretty much running.
Dude, this is what's funny. If they're from Mexico, listen. If they're from Mexico, we can send them back. If they're not from Mexico, we can't. So Mexicans trying to cross the border, we can send them back to Mexico. But if it's fucking somebody from Honduras or fucking Panama or wherever, then we can't send them back to Mexico and they get to stay.
Well, I mean, do we just need to build a bigger catapult? Like, is the problem that the catapult doesn't shoot far enough? Or
yeah.
Because that's how I want to send.
Yeah, we got to get one that sends them all the way to the fucking Cape of Good Hope, dude. Oh no, that's in Africa. Never mind.
Hand them a fucking bed sheet, like a large bed sheet, like maybe a queen size, and then you catapult them back into their country, and then
Yeah, we can break it.
Some of them will survive, some of them won't, but it'll be more entertaining.
Yeah, you send them all at once, and you tell them how long. You have to, like, all right, if you're from Panama, if you're from Argentina, you got to count to 7 before you pull your.
Count to 56, and then you got to pull your chute. And if you want to get to Argentina, you got to count to 70, and then you pull your chute. Oh man,
that sounds about right. That'll work.
You got to admit, though, you can make a lot of money pay-per-view for that kind of thing, man. Hey, deportations cost a lot of money.
You know what? I vote that we just start fucking murder ball. Like, if you win, you get to stay. If you lose, well, you're gonna die anyway. So
it's a moot point. I'm all right with that. That doesn't bother me.
Murder ball. Let's go.
Yeah, or gladiators, man. Fuck it.
What do you think the murder ball is? Murder ball is just a new fucking. It's just gladiatorial combat on fucking wheels.
Whatever thins them out.
You talking about rollerball?
No, murder ball. It's rollerball, but you die.
Now, in that murder ball, does like a whole team win? Or is it just one guy? Like, you throw 20 in, and then one guy gets win.
Dude, it's got to be a fucking Royal Rumble. It's fucking Battle Royale. Yeah. Battle Royale, man. Let's go. Like, everyone loves Battle Royales, apparently.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we weren't being like, well, we'll just cut it down to like a 50% rate. I'm down with like a 1% rate. There's like 100 dudes on a ring with whatever can kill them, and then one guy is the winner.
100.
But he got to pay for his own mental health treatment. Like, whatever sort of weird trauma and shit. I don't think we should be paying for that.
Sure, why not?
I think that's weird. That's just trauma.
True, you're right. That's not a strange. Well, I mean, how many people get into watch 99 other people die so that they can get into a country? So it's a little outside of the ordinary.
Yeah. No, that's understandable trauma. But when I think weird trauma, I think people claiming to have PTSD because of a hateful comment on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that shit.
Twitter.
Yeah,
get angry at the fucking people people that served in the military that get angry at them. How dare you, guy that served in the military and saw people get blown up? How dare you say I don't have PTSD?
Oh, that's always entertaining.
I'm going to call your commanding officer. Yeah, no, they'll fucking actually call the base or whatever.
Have they actually
talk to the commanding officer to get them fucking kicked out of the military? Yes, dude.
I don't know, man. That's like that kid who refused to show his ID. at some fucking college. Like I guess they require you to show your ID whenever you enter a specific like building or whatever. And dude just keeps refusing to do it until the cops finally are showing up to like throw him out. And he makes a big show out of how they're manhandling him, and it's all about racism and shit. And it's just basically he just has been like harassing the police essentially for like months or something, and then waited to get a video of it until like the most recent one, and then he's trying to get the fucking pity points, I'm sure, and turn them into cash, no doubt.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I need to go fund me for my legal support. Give me $250,000.
Because I refuse to show my ID like everybody else has to.
Yeah. What was his grounds for refusing to show his ID? Was it unconstitutional or something?
He wanted everybody to think it was like that he was getting harassed because he was black instead of just because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Because every student that goes there
rights were being violated.
Yeah. Well, every single student that goes to that building has to show it.
Yeah, it's not like he got singled out. Yeah, so it's not like he's like, hey, you let those white boys through. Yeah.
Yeah, in which case, maybe he has a point. But that's not what happened. And then the one where like the people complained that the chick who got all the comments because she did some smart shit. Like one of the comments was, she's cute. And then they were all like, look, the one guy said that, but it turned out to actually be like an old lady.
Yeah, it was a fucking female.
It was an old lady that said it too. Oh man.
It's fucking brilliant.
Like, don't you even check before you like fire that shit out? I mean, just take a look.
They have fucking assumptions. They don't fucking think for themselves. That's like an automatic fucking response, dude. There's no way that wasn't a white male. We're not even checking. Turns out it's an old fucking granny. She's adorable. How dare you?
Oh man, it's like a constant fucking refrain of like, if you'd taken 2 minutes, you would have looked less dumb. I don't know, man.
Yeah, just a tiny bit of research, man.
Honestly, I kind of feel that way about the all of the parents of YouTubers. Like, if you would have just taken a couple minutes out of your day, like, you wouldn't look so fucking dumb. Like,
did you see Alex Jones on what's that guy, the Japanese suicide body guy?
You talking about fucking Logan Paul?
That dude, yeah, Alex Jones, Logan Paul on whatever show they were doing.
Yeah, they weren't ready for him, dude. They weren't ready.
That was amazing.
Like the whole fucking like, would you let Joe Rogan fuck you, or would you fuck Joe Rogan? I don't know how to answer this question anymore.
It's just complete defeat. He was just like, I absolutely have nowhere to go now. Who call you Jolo?
I want to go back.
Did Alex Jones go on their show?
Yeah.
Did Alex Jones go on Logan Paul's show?
Yeah, Alex Jones went on Logan Paul's podcast. Brilliant. And they weren't ready.
They were all sitting in their chairs. Alex Jones is just arbitrarily running around the fucking studio doing shit.
Well, I mean, honestly, dude, they should have known after what happened with fucking.
They should have known.
They just had fucking Riley Reid on there, and that did not go well for them because they essentially just went, "Oh, you're pretty. Will you go out with me?" Sure. Wait, no. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Sorry. Oops, sorry. Never mind. Like, you have to be in a mental state. You have to be prepared for the guests that you're bringing on. If you're bringing on the bitch who's taking more dicks than fucking Lo Ping, like you have to be prepared for that. They weren't ready.
Well, Riley Reid's pretty fucking crazy, even amongst like porn stars. Yeah.
Will you go out with me? Sure. Wait. Okay. Never mind. I'm shy now because you said yeah. I'm scared.
Well, and then I've seen Riley Reid on some
was
other
not
shit, and
expecting that.
she's not like a genius or anything, but she's not stupid. She's pretty regular person. You know what I mean? So she's not like retiring or anything like that.
I was thinking Riley Dennis this entire time, dude.
You're
Oh,
fucking
shit.
retarded. Right, because Riley Dennis is a porn star.
Well, that's when I figured it out.
We said porn like fucking
You guys
80
didn't
times
say anything
during this
about being a
conversation.
porn star.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, not at the very beginning, dude.
You're retarded.
Yeah, the first time you said something about porn stars when I figured it out, fucking jackass.
Don't get mad at me just because you're fucking
kick your
stupid.
ass, dude.
All right, I'll pull a gun and then have my friend sit there and yell at you for fucking 40 minutes.
Back up!
Oh,
Yeah, I love that.
We are defending ourselves.
Kind of over that, but I love the fact that those guys are standing still. Those other dudes are just standing there, and he's constantly screaming at him to back off. Back off! And they're just standing there, like they're not even moving towards them at all, dude. And then as soon as they start walking away, let's follow them.
We are defending ourselves.
Fucking genius.
Now I'm gonna have to fucking look for that fucking footage.
We are defending ourselves.
You walk it. Yeah. Well, I know, like I said, Edendro got a video where he shows a lot of it.
I actually haven't seen that,
but I don't know about finding the raw footage. No, it literally came out like 30 minutes before the fucking show.
Let's see.
So yeah, that at least has a good chunk of the footage.
Yeah, so Edendro, you said?
Like I said, I can't imagine
Andy
left it up.
I'm just gonna leave and watch this video, and then I'll be back.
Yeah.
All right, it's like the
really
first search result essentially when you type in Edendro. All right, cool.
Yeah. Are
I'm
you
not
not following him,
now.
dude?
I can't. I don't watch a lot of the.
You're not subscribed to Edendro?
I don't watch a lot of the YouTube Politico kind of people. I'll occasionally watch a little bit of this.
No, he's fucking hilarious though, dude. Yeah,
maybe
I suggest that you check him out, dude, because he's actually pretty fucking funny.
I don't know that I've ever really seen anything that he's done.
Yeah, no,
but like I just sort of like stopped following a lot of people in that crowd because they kind of got, I don't know, just fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, no, he's one of the few that I still follow. He might be the only one out of that crowd that I still follow.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
he's pretty vicious, dude.
I like Magog. I think Magog is really talented and really funny. I just don't watch his videos because it's the same recycled points for the most part. Like the entertaining shit when he's just bullshitting doing a live stream or something, that's entertaining. But like I'm going to talk about social justice stuff. It's just the same rehashed bullshit that I've seen in a dozen other times. So
no, it got old. That dude is really funny, but yeah, I unsubscribed from him quite a while ago too for that. It's that same reason.
But the other stuff, like the entertaining,
funny, but yeah, that's exactly like you said. If he's on a live stream just freestyling, he's really fucking funny, and that's entertaining. Like you know what else is like that is Rags. Rags is pretty good on live streams, but trying to sit through one of Rags' videos is fucking torture, dude.
Yeah,
I know I belabor points, man.
Well, I was gonna say Magog has the Poe stuff where the bird is just answering like basically like dear Abby kind of shit. Those are still fairly entertaining.
Yeah.
And then he has a D&D thing that he was doing for a while that may or may not. I don't know what's going on with that, but he had a bunch of people that did the D&D game together.
It's been a while. Okay. Yeah, I stopped following him way before that. I think
he's like branching out into just genuinely entertaining videos and not all political stuff. So
maybe I'll check him out again.
Side Quest. There you go. John Doe. Side Quest is the name of one of them. But I think that's cool. He's trying to build a studio to actually make entertainment and art and not just only be about the political stuff, which is smart on his part. Very, very intelligent choice. Because even though I'm sure his audience no, just give us the same thing over and over. It's like, no, you have to keep changing.
Yeah, like, Bearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's again like Bearing. I stopped following because it was the same stupid shit. I actually, dude, I still like his wife though. I like his woman. I watch her shit still sometimes.
Like his woman, his whammon. She seems like a nice lady, like a fairly entertaining and nice lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I ever watched Bearing in the first place though.
Yeah, no, I did when they'd first come up, man. It was pretty brilliant, but yeah. Again, gets old pretty quick. I'm trying to look at what Edendro's done recently.
Well, there's so many people who do that exact same thing with that exact same format that they all sound identical at a certain point. It's like, well, they're all going to have the same take on every single story. They're all super conservative and they're all going to say the same exact thing. A lot of the jokes are going to be the same, and it's not necessarily copying in as much as just there's only so many jokes you can make about like that little crappy snippet of somebody who's just insane talking. Because it's rarely that they're attacking any rational points from that. They're looking at like the most insane, because that's where the entertainment value is.
Yeah. Actually, I forgot. Edendro does not put out videos very often. It's like every 2 or 3 weeks, if that.
You probably just wait for something.
Like I said, I actually check him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think he just does it like because he's got a real fucking job. It's not like, and I think he just does it when he feels like it, dude. But he doesn't feel compelled to do it, like put out something once a week or twice a week or anything. I think he just. Yeah, I love his disdain for his audience, dude. That's what I really love about the guy, dude. Talking shit about his own fucking audience is fucking hilarious, dude.
Little tsundere action. The anime abusive hot chick. Where she's just mean to everybody.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
All right.
That particular trope there. I mean, I'll watch that video. I looked up the one with Andy Worski. I want to see what the fuck went on there. Because it sounds entertaining to me more than anything else. Just like good for the lols.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking... Yeah, and again, I was really just listening to it, so I didn't really watch most of it because I was getting ready for the show and shit. Just listening to it. Like when he's yelling to back off and he sound like his voice is breaking like a fucking, adolescent hitting puberty. I pull it out and I'm looking at it, and the guys are like standing in the street like a good 20 or 30 feet away, like a pretty good distance away, and he's yelling it for like at least a good 30 seconds, dude, just constantly, back up, and they're not moving. They're not coming towards them or anything. They're just standing there.
Probably
because still screaming.
He's got a gun and it's fucking terrifying. Because from what it sounds like, the guy didn't really have very much like idea or comfort with the firearm. Like he didn't really know what the fuck he was doing when he pulled that gun out.
Didn't look like he was trying to handle it.
Yeah.
That's probably why the guy was like, "Go ahead, shoot me." Whatever the fuck he was doing.
From John Doe, retard filming.
Yeah.
Things. News at 11.
Oh man. But yeah, so it was Andy Worski's live stream, right? Like on his channel.
I guess, man. I don't watch him, so I don't really watch him. It looks like it from the video from Edendro. Oh, it might have been on Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it said Streamlabs, so yeah, it must have not been on YouTube, I guess.
Well, I think the stuff it sounded like that's apparently a thing that they do, and I'm if it's not on YouTube, it's on Twitch most likely. Because I think that there's people that do that shit on Twitch. Like some of the Twitch fails look like that kind of thing.
Yeah, because you can't do donations on YouTube, obviously, and have it play automatically the way that.
Yeah, no, the text to
the
speech
nigga,
thing
nigga,
is
nigga song
Twitch,
or whatever.
definitely. I think there might be ones that do it on YouTube, but it's like a third party that does something or whatever. Streamlabs is on both Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, I think the text to speech can work on YouTube as well. It's just not very many people on YouTube are gonna enable it because the consequences are worse.
Right.
So I think Twitch just bans you for like a short period of time, whereas YouTube might ban you permanently. And now apparently they are gonna be banning people permanently and like deleting channels and shit. That's there's like a lot of ways. There's more ways to get your channel deleted, and if it's deleted, you might not be allowed to have another channel later. They're changing that, I think.
Permanently banned, yeah.
So if you start another channel, you can't get it monetized or whatever. They can just basically delete it as soon as you've created it. Because when they want to silence somebody, they want to silence them as permanently as possible. They don't want them coming back in any other form and potentially having an audience again. Because that's not weird and creepy 1984 style bullshit.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Well, and also, like, you know...
Did you...
Go ahead.
No, finish whatever you're going to say.
Oh, I was just saying, also the people that just, like, get busted for copyright claims for things that are, like, clearly parody and not, you know, just, like, whatever. That's a big issue, too, there.
Andy is the fucking pussy.
Right.
Anthony is a pussy?
Andy.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Anthony. I was very confused.
Andy Worski is the biggest pussy I have ever seen in my entire life. If I ever meet him in real life, I'm gonna fucking cock slap him.
Give him a little mushroom stamp on the cheek.
Yeah. I mean, didn't you already kind of know that, dude?
I mean, yeah, but okay. I assumed. I never had proof.
Yeah,
I just had a whole bunch of like little hints and inclinations. Like, yeah, this dude is probably the biggest pussy I've ever met in my entire fucking life. Now we have proof. And not only is he the biggest fucking pussy I've ever met in my entire fucking life, he's the dumbest fucking pussy I've ever met in my entire life. And that's including all my fucking exes. And I fucked those things stupid.
Good damn, dude.
Oh,
yeah, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, why would you still be filming this, you fucking idiot? Like, how do you not realize you're looking like a giant fucking badge? But dude, did he not seriously like yell back off?
Ourselves.
Yeah. Did he not? He screamed back off for like 30 seconds when the guys were standing still, right?
Yeah.
At least they're in the right.
They weren't moving at him at all. They were just standing right for the stand your ground.
We will defend ourselves.
At least they're in Florida where they belong.
Yeah.
Like that kind of weird shit belongs in Florida. That's definitely, at least they're in the correct state.
What the fuck, dude? Everything about this is fucking retarded.
Yay! All right, let me share this one here.
Hey.
So, I was gonna unsubtly change the topic, but if you got more, go for
scroll back up.
No, go ahead, dude.
So this is a woman did karate, son got nude, and dog stole cornbread mix from Walmart.
What state is this?
Florida?
No, this is.
Please tell me it's Florida.
I'm seeing a lot of stars there. Please tell me that's not Texas.
It's Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a 46-year-old. This is 46 on meth, and this is 25 on meth. Yeah. Oh, and the dog is named Bo. So there is. This is Benny and what is it? Lisa and Benny. So apparently they went to Walmart one night. And the dog just basically just slipped the leash because, you know, they just brought a random dog in there because that's what you do at Walmart, I guess. I haven't been to Walmart in a long time.
Basically, yeah.
And so the dog managed to get himself into a little Jiffy cornbread mix muffin box and started chewing that up.
As you do.
Yeah, well, of course.
Naturally, the son got nude, and the mom.
Well, Walmart staff asked her to leave, and she complied. The police left the store. She ended up leaving the store to the mom. The mom left the store to perform karate moves in the parking lot, as one does.
Again, what else would you do in a situation like that?
And during this whole time,
thing to do.
Well, and during this whole situation with the dog running amok and chewing on the cornbread, and her deciding to leave the store to do karate moves after she was asked to leave, the son was naked running around. Because that's what he was. Because when he was naturally, you just take your clothes off. My dog got off the leash. Time to get naked and run around.
I mean, like, if you're Shane Dawson,
where's the peanut butter?
I mean, if you're Shane Dawson, that's exactly what you do.
Yeah, apparently. He apparently also tried to use.
I did not come on my cat. I did not come near my cat. I did not come in my cat.
Like Shane Dawson, these are things people normally don't have to deny. This is a weird situation, buddy. Like nothing you say is going to work here.
I think I posted something like that. That's exactly what somebody who fucked their cat would say.
Dude, like I'm just I am amazed at the amount of copy pastas that have just sprouted up over the past few weeks. Like there's the fucking gamer ones. Like you gained a hollow victory. Like you
Oh, you've cheated yourself and the game.
Like that fucking copy pasta. Like the two different ones from Movie Bob. Fucking Andy Worski, fucking Kate Bennett, like, dude, everyone's just coming out with these stupid ass fucking copy pastas.
Didn't fucking Bob Chipman basically was writing like a fucking like shooter manifesto or something?
Like, honestly, that thing's either a fucking manifesto or a fucking suicide note.
That was the other option, yeah, suicide note. But it looked a little bit more like a manifesto. It was one of those ones where you're like, somebody should probably check on him.
He's mad that the crazy, evil, mean white supremacist kept him from living on the moon.
From living on the what?
Yeah, the white supremacists are the reason we are living on the moon.
I don't want to think about it, dude.
Wait, what the fuck does racism have to do with living on the moon? That's a weird fucking connection.
Why are you doing this, dude?
I've never heard this before, though, man.
You're gonna give yourself a fucking aneurysm, dude.
Jesus Christ. Bob Chipman's weed is way better than
I don't know anything about it, and I feel like I'm glad. I'm not curious about that at all, dude.
I think Bob Chipman's weed is way better than my weed. I don't know where he's getting it, but he's got a way better fucking shop.
If it wasn't for those mean old white people, we would have been to Wakanda on the moon.
Oh my god. That's fucking like, why would we live on the moon in the first place? What possible fucking reason would we have?
Okay, wait, hold on. Like, let's just be honest about this. If you could live
other
on the
than
moon,
it would be cool. You would get a lot of puss living on the moon. But I lived on the moon for 6 months, and panties all around the room would just fucking vanish. They'd just be like,
well, it did work for the astronauts. I bet they got all kinds of pussy.
Yeah, once they were out of like the fucking isolation for like 6 months, I'm sure. First, by then they were probably desperately in need of the vag.
Speaking of astronauts, like, do y'all remember seeing that video of Buzz Aldrin fucking knocking the shit out of that dude that says the moon landing was fake?
No, but that's fucking epic.
I've never seen the video.
I thought that was a one-off thing. Apparently, Buzz Aldrin does this like 4 or 5 times a year. Like, people will come up to him, so the moon landing's fake, and he'll just fucking beat the shit out of them.
I like Buzz Aldrin even more now. Like, I gotta be honest, this is making me really, really like him.
I feel like that should be a law. Anybody that walks up to one of the astronauts that went to the moon and says they didn't, they should be legally allowed to punch shit out of them, dude.
Yeah,
like
100%.
it's essentially you
Make
didn't
it so,
unlock
Congress.
you didn't unlock your Toyota to the guy who walked on the fucking moon.
You know what? In fact, it should not only be legal for Buzz Aldrin to like beat the hell out of him, but the people that are around that didn't hold the guy down for Buzz Aldrin to beat on should probably have to give a good reason why they didn't or face a fine. Because that's the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard. Like, if you're just...
if you don't aid and abet Buzz Aldrin in beating the shit out of this fucking dude,
if somebody
you're going to jail.
If there's somebody that fucking dumb, like fucking announces to the whole room at large that they're that fucking dumb, I don't see a reason why we should be worried about keeping them around.
Like, anyway, like the video that I'm talking about popped up in like, I think I saw it in like 2015, 2016, but I think it's from like a year or two earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But either way, this happens all the fucking time. Like Buzz, like people come up to him because he's the second person to ever walk on the moon. And fucking Neil Armstrong is dead, but they come up and yell at him all the fucking time, and he just got tired of it and just started fucking swinging on people. And this happens like 4 or 5 times a year for him, every fucking year. And he's not been he's only been arrested once, and like as soon as he was actually booked, they let him go. It was like, it's Buzz fucking Aldrin. Like, I don't give a shit what the fuck the guy did. It's Buzz fucking. I'm not arresting Buzz fucking Aldrin.
Oh, this is. Hold on a second here. Let me share this video. I'm gonna play this. I don't know that you necessarily need to hear the audio for it to be fun.
Oh, I'm not at my computer. Should I be looking at this?
The guy's trying to get Buzz Aldrin to swear on the Bible that he landed on the moon, and he won't fucking lay off. Like, he just keeps going back at him.
That fucking smirk on his face, dude. What a fucking prick.
You just exactly. You don't even have to hear the guy to see the tone of voice in his fucking like face.
All right.
Oh, and then he follows him back into the fucking alcove that he just stepped into to walk away from the guy.
Oh yeah.
He's made every. Oh, there it goes.
This is the video I'm talking about. Like he gets in his face and Buzz Aldrin just decks him.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a solid fucking punch too. I mean, he's old, so the guy obviously shook it off. But I mean, his form was good. All right, that was pretty fucking. That was pretty. I don't see why he shouldn't be allowed to do that. I think that's a pretty reasonable thing.
I'm telling you, dude, that should be a fucking law passed by Congress. That anyone that fucking tells any of the astronauts that went to the moon that they didn't should be legally allowed to beat the shit out of them, dude.
Yeah, and Psycho, if you're listening, take heed. Don't let Satan ever catch you outside anywhere near his Toyota.
You didn't walk on the moon. You didn't unlock your own car.
I never unlocked the door, you fucking liar. It's impossible.
I'm hesitant, but we did break into like an 84 Saab Turbo 900 out at the beach one time. We locked ourselves out of it.
That's impossible.
Yeah. And we used a coat hanger. So I've been worried about bringing that up.
Dude, no, it's got a V17 CH fucking locking mechanism, and you can't get to it without like a fucking D3R7. Fucking.
Oh man, I love that was the best thing I've ever seen, at least on this show as far as that goes.
You didn't do that thing that you did.
Yeah.
Best argument ever. Like, this is something I actually did that occurred.
I don't understand. I don't understand why he was so angry about it. That was what was really throwing me. Like, wow, he was really fucking upset about it.
Why would Satan lie about it? That's the part I didn't understand. I'm like, yeah, your motive. There must be something to gain about lying about like breaking into a car with a coat hanger, and that's not like. I mean, is that cool? Are you going to get laid now?
Oh, dude, I honestly, I got all the pussy. Like, I just walk around town and say, hey, bitch, I just unlocked my fucking Toyota fucking Camry, bitch. Ooh, what's
And it was
up?
absolutely not an Asian man pretending to be an Asian woman that blew you. Absolutely not the case.
Instantly wet, dude. Fucking panties dropping, dude.
It's only got like 197,000 miles on it. but it's a Camry though. It's a Camry though. It'll last another 3,000. You want to go for a ride, baby?
Oh, shit.
Well, not only get good mileage, you could fit a lot of Mexicans in those cars too. I've seen that shit, dude. I worked at a tire shop.
Dude.
Huh?
Dude.
It is. It's like a clown car, 100%.
My ex would do that shit, dude.
I worked at a tire shop.
Have that shit. Room for 3 kids. Room for 3 kids in the back, but she's got 4 kids, so 2 of them are doubling up.
Just because you came inside of her 3 times doesn't mean you got to say she has room for 3 kids in the back. Like, that's not how you say that.
Well, she didn't before I met her.
You had to pound out enough room for all 3 of them. Yeah, I watched like 20 Mexicans get out of a Toyota pickup. One of those little Toyota pickups with like a camper cab. Not the big one like the Dolphin, but just the regular camper. Like 20 people, literally.
Literally.
Literally. I had to crawl in the back with the fucking smell of that to get the fucking tire out that I was supposed to repair. That was some funk. Oh, that was.
I can imagine, dude. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, I actually laid out a bunch of the fucking. So when I don't know if they have it everywhere, but in my area, you have a little piece of paper that they put down on the fucking floor so that they're, when your mechanic gets in your car, they don't have like greasy fucking footprints all over your car. And they got like a steering wheel wrap. It's like a shower curtain head thing, or like a shower cap for your fucking steering wheel so they don't get grease on the steering wheel. And like a plastic seat cover that covers the seat so you don't get it all over the seat. So they can get in your car and drive it around without getting it all nasty. Well, I used a bunch of that shit to kind of line the back of it to crawl in there. Because it was fucking...
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
No, I didn't?
No, you didn't.
Dude, no one's
Psycho. You win. Things, you win. My valiant attempt to get pussy for crawling into the back of a Toyota failed again. No.
Nice try, dude. Nobody's buying that.
Seen a Honda that fucking, like an old Honda Accord that fucking rolled the odometer once. That was fucking crazy. One of the very first ones that got released in the country, this dude, his grandpa had it, and then his dad kept it, and then he kept it, and he did insane maintenance on it. Fucking rolled the fucking odometer on that shit.
So over 1 million miles?
Yep.
So over 1 million miles?
Yeah, over 1 million miles, like 1.3 million altogether. Still ran good. Still ran nice and quiet, running smooth.
Well done.
Yep. They used to actually build cars to be reliable.
Fucking foreign car.
Yeah, it would be a foreign. That was when they were still built in like Japan and shit.
Fucking foreigners.
Well, now Ford and Honda are essentially the same thing. Like Ford and Honda are it's all interchangeable. And then I don't remember if Toyota is. I think it's like Toyota and GM or something like that. Like it all got absorbed. They all just fucking coalesced into less companies with more cars.
Yeah, well, I know the foreign car places have a lot of fucking production plants here now, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, because when Trump reorganized a lot of the tariffs and stuff, it made it cheaper to build it here than to build it over there now. So he's bringing back a lot of manufacturing that way.
Yeah.
Honestly, whenever you say he's bringing it back, I just assume you're sitting there talking about Porch Monkey. He's bringing it back. He's bringing it back.
I would love to see that phrase come back into modern parlance. That would be great. There's not enough casual racism these days.
Well, yeah. Randall tried. He made the effort.
I think the only person at this point that deserves to be called a Porch Monkey is fucking Andy
Worski. John does says Toyota is not associated with GM. Yeah, I have no fucking idea. You're probably right, John. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it isn't. No, you didn't.
Hey, what?
I don't know.
I already said I have no idea. I absolutely no doubt that I'm wrong on that.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. I was like, I don't know if that applies. All right.
You didn't say that thing.
I didn't think you were serious.
You didn't say that thing that we just all heard you say.
You're right, Satan. You're right. Yet another valiant attempt at pussy foiled again. At the end of this, I'm going to lose pussy that I already got. It's getting so bad. That sounds so fucking weird. Forget I said that one. That one doesn't make any sense.
Honestly, you could just be Blair White at this point. You have negative pussy.
Did she not have the fucking chop and tuck or whatever you call it?
Nope.
Oh, that dude's a fag then. The guy she's fucking dating? You know that dick's been in his ass, man.
At least once.
Yeah, at this point, you can't really call her a trap.
Well, she changed herself into kind of like a weird alien-looking person, though. Like, she used to actually be kind of hot, but I don't know. She looks fucking weird and unnatural now. She's starting to get that monster face from too much plastic surgery. Like Joe Rogan says.
Like Joe Rogan says. Like Joe Rogan says.
Yeah, well, that's he's the one that coined that term, so I can't take it and not give credit.
My mama said. My mama said. like Joe Rogan said. Like Joe Rogan said.
Oh, Ford invested in Aston Martin, apparently. Okay. Right on.
Wow, that just sounds like some really expensive ass piece of shit Fords.
It's not that far off. You know, Aston Martin isn't the most reliable of vehicles.
They're pretty.
Yeah.
They're real pretty. But they're less fucking reliable than Jaguars, dude.
Yeah, Jaguars are fucking insanely not good.
Or like that old fucking line or joke or adage, whatever you want to fucking say, but my other car is a Jaguar that's always in the fucking shop.
Yeah, that's why you're not driving it. Yeah, that seems about right. Jaguars are pretty bad. It's interesting because I think they got popular here for a little while because they're just not as common. But in like the UK, they're essentially like the version of Ford over there.
That's why fucking the UK sucks. It's not because of the politics or the food. It's the Jaguars. It's the cars, dude.
They have some ugly looking cars over in the fucking UK. At least if those what do you call them? What's that show? The three dudes that always do the muscle car shows and like the wacky fucking contests and shit.
Top Gear.
Top Gear. If anything I've seen on Top Gear is reliable, they have some weird, real funky looking cars over there.
You know what country that like just stereotypically has the coolest cars to me? Russia. Because they all look like they're cars from like 1962 that still fucking run. Like, yeah, like honestly, if you got something from 1962 that still fucking runs, that thing's gonna last you till fucking next goddamn century.
Dude, seriously, if I had a 62 that was running good, I would keep it over anything else, 100%, dude.
I mean, they all look like absolute shit, but so does the country. So
Well, who gives a shit though? Like, if you got a car that's gonna run forever, especially in that fucking climate, like Russia, there's some pretty fucking extreme climates in Russia, man. Fucking keep that shit. Or they have tanks. Don't they also have fucking tanks that people drive and shit there?
I don't fucking know.
I could swear Russia allows people to have tanks. Like U.S. and Russia allow people to like take old tanks and fucking drive them around.
Again, I don't fucking know.
Well, I mean, it's Russia, so I'm going to assume that it's just true because it's Russia.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh, we lost Dave's. Well, he's probably doing laundry. Got to load the dryer up because gaming might come in here at some point. So, Florida man aggressively arrested after aggressively eating handfuls of pasta. So, Ben Paget showed up at the Olive Garden, shirtless and drunk, and they served him. And had to kick him out, and he basically just sat outside the fucking place, like angrily eating pasta with his hands, till the police arrested him. The police were nice enough to give him paper towels to clean up first, before cuffing him and stuffing him in the car.
You tell weird stories.
I'm good at telling weird stories. I don't know. I find shit on Twitter. I thought that was funny. Andy Worski, folks. Yay.
Oh, so we're back on the topic. All right. He's a hoe.
Oh, god damn it. The hoe thing. Oh, I've never watched any of Tonka's new stuff yet.
Oh, he's trying to make a comeback now.
Yeah.
He's trying to be people again.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of his shit, and I assume that's pretty much the same for most everybody else.
Yeah, I think. I don't think anybody is watching him anymore.
Poor guy. I don't know. That whole thing was pretty fucking entertaining, though. I kind of feel bad for him, just in the respect of like, how are we going to get anything else that entertaining out of that corner of the internet without him? I mean, we got that. Well, then again, we got the Andy Worski. That guy held the gun out and was waving it around. But like that guy's probably going to be in jail for a while.
No, so, dude. Like honestly, that seems like he's going to get bailed out within the next, like.
Well, I mean, he'll get bailed out, but I assume he's going to have some time or something after the trial. I would assume.
He'll be out of jail in about 6 hours, 7 hours, and I think that's going to end up being just a big ass fucking fine.
They're basically the cops are going to be like, we got them all off the fucking street till they sobered up, and then we let them go separately, so that it doesn't start up again, and we're just not going to fucking deal with this shit. Like everybody's going to get like a small fine or something, and that'll be it.
Yeah, like in a case like that where nobody actually fucking did anything. And the one guy that did fucking do something, fucking by the way, do you know what his name is now? Oh wait, I already told you, right?
Yeah, Beefsteak McGillicuddy or something like that.
Yeah, Beefcake McGillicuddy.
Beefcake McGillicuddy.
But yeah, like he's the only one in here that is legally like very much in the wrong, because like honestly, according to the fucking law, there's never a fucking reason to hit anyone ever. Oh, no, that's fucking retarded. But all right, if that's what's written down, then I'm gonna just fucking go to jail when somebody's gonna get their ass beat. Whatever.
Yeah, I think there should be excuses to beat someone's ass. I think there's definitely times when somebody absolutely deserves to get a whipping.
Oh yeah.
And it's necessary. Like dudes need to get their ass kicked once in a while. You know, you got to learn the fucking line. You got to know where that line is. It's just, you know, part of being a dude. You got to fucking... Sometimes you got to teach somebody else where the line is. Somebody got to teach you. Sometimes somebody else got to teach you where the line is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think most men realize that, which is why a lot of dudes end up being friends after they fucking fight. Because they're like, all right, now we know where that fucking line is. We can be cool.
Dude, I ran into a bar buddy of mine that I hadn't seen in fucking years because we didn't really hang out very much outside of like if we weren't either at the bar or leaving the bar and then hanging out after the bar. We never fucking talked. But I saw her a couple days ago, and she fucking reminded me of a fight I forgot I had gotten into, and I'm kind of sad I forgot about this fight because it was really fucking funny. Like the guy kept like swinging at me and he would fall, so I would just pick my knee up, and that happened 3 fucking times where I just fucking caught him with the knee right to the fucking face because he would like dive at me and miss and just fall down.
I had a fucking fight like that in grade school with no alcohol. Well, almost like that, not quite the same.
He wasn't even drunk. I didn't realize till later. It's because he was fucking. He had been fucking doing heroin for the last like fucking week straight.
Oh shit!
So yeah, like, I mean, that's why that fight ended up going the way it did. I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this dude? Is he broken? I didn't hit him that fucking hard."
Oh man!
Like I only hit him once, and then after that, he kept doing some weird shit. It was like, can you hit me so I don't feel bad about whooping your ass?
Yeah, just get like 1 or 2 shots in, man. Oh man, yeah. When the guy I fought in grade school would just back up, like yell a little bit, and then charge at me. So I would just step aside and then trip him, like over and over. It was weird, but that was like kindergarten level fight.
Right.
A grown-ass man just falling over and over his fucking knee. That's a whole nother level of sad, man. Because you little kids fight like that, you're like, well, they're fucking kids, they'll learn.
Well, like I said, like I realized later, like, yeah, that makes sense. He was fucking full of heroin. That's fucking why.
Oh man.
But
he might have enjoyed the fight then.
I doubt it. I fucking she showed me pictures of what he looked like after the fight because I have not seen him to this day since that night.
You were his rock bottom.
but like
I gotta fucking stop doing heroin.
She showed me pictures of what he looked like after that fight. No, like that dude. He at one point. I'm guessing it happened one of the times I need him.
It was bad enough that she took pictures.
Yeah, no, he
and kept them.
He bit through his lip.
Oh,
like essentially, like you take like put like 3 fingers on your chin, right, and then move it up. Like all of that was fucking like the width of your fingers was just open.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I know. I've seen that shit before. Oh, that's fucking nasty looking.
It was bad. I didn't realize I fucked him up that fucking bad. Like if I had, I probably would have not gone to that same bar we were at like the next fucking day. I was like, I'm gonna go to jail.
Yeah. Well, maybe he actually had the decency to be like, you know what? I started the fucking fight. I was part and parcel. I'm not calling the cops like a giant pussy.
The worst part about it was like I was at his house, or I was at his mom's house. I didn't realize it was his mom's house, but like the friend of mine that I was talking about from the beginning, she had a kid with this fucking retard.
Oh no!
Like they never got married or anything, but she did get pregnant by him and had the kid and everything.
Yeah.
So she had been dealing with his bullshit on and off for the last like 6 years. No, I mean, you don't want to like 3 or 4 years at that point, because I think the kid's like 6 or 7 now, so it would have been 3 or 4 years back then.
Oh man!
But yeah,
that poor kid ain't working with much.
I like as I was leaving, because like I was like he was on the ground and not getting back up at that point, so I was like, all right, it's time for me to fucking go. Like I'm at your house, I just whooped your ass. I should definitely get the fuck out of here. As I'm leaving, his mom comes out, and I walk past his mom, and I just like, I'm sorry. sorry, and then just leave. So she didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, just some random dude said sorry and then leave. And then she goes out to see her son sitting there lying on the floor in the lying on the grass in the backyard.
I'm a little surprised you didn't try to fuck her.
Oh no, she looked worse than he did.
Oh, without being in a fight. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that sounds like a woman right there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she definitely spent way too many years sitting there sucking the glass dick, dude.
Oh yeah, fucking heroin or not heroin, meth. That'll fuck you. That's why that woman who was like 40 something looked like she was 60 something in that fucking story about Walmart where she was doing karate in the fucking parking lot.
Dude, fucking knock on wood though, like my teeth, I mean they're a little bit yellowish, but that's just because I don't take very good care of them. But my teeth are in really good condition. My fucking face, like I don't look all fucking cracked out and shit. And I used to be a fucking junkie, dude. Like I hit the fucking lottery when it came to fucking jeans, like the anti fucking meth jeans.
I think there's a certain age which you kind of have to stop doing meth, or it kicks in all at once, or like there's a big jump. You know what I mean?
Right. Or like being an old Chinese lady. Like you go from being like a hot fucking Asian MILF to being fucking like a 3 foot tall Asian granny.
Yeah, because when I work in mental health, there's a lot of people who used to be homeless who used to do meth all the time, or who are what do you call it? They're only sober because they're in the system right now.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, so jailhouse sober.
Yeah, jailhouse sober, even though it's like, you know, they're in a program instead of jail. But it's like it's like past 25, they suddenly look 40.
Mm-hmm.
But before 25, they look like kids. They look like regular young kids. It's somewhere around like 25 to 30 is in that range where like there's a certain point at which you got to stop doing meth or it all hits you like a fucking train. Although if you smoke weed, that age gets pushed back way back, and you'll fucking be young looking forever. And then if you smoke enough of it, you'll just be retarded.
Yay, retards!
Yeah,
them's my people.
It's like very few people can fucking smoke weed on the daily without ending up being just fucking dumb.
Like perma-fried.
Yeah, perma-fried.
Which I could never fucking stand fucking potheads. Like I could be around junkies all fucking day. I'll deal with the weird fucking tics of a fucking meth addict, or the weird fucking paranoid schizophrenic delusions of a fucking crackhead, or I'll deal with the weird fucking murderous rampages of the fucking heroin addicts when they don't get their fucking fix. But I don't want to deal with no fucking cloudy headed fucking piece of shit pothead. Fuck you, you annoying dickhead. Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah. Fucking yeah, they are a little more obnoxious. I gotta be honest. I'd rather work with meth heads.
I'd rather you try and stab me from time to time than me have to sit there and explain something 17 fucking times to your fucking. Oh my god, it's worse than a child.
I can't argue with that. I really can't. I've hung out with some really fucking obnoxious stoners before. Just oh man. Oh, Riley Reed. Oh, there we go. I think I follow her on Twitter. Turns out.
I'm sure you do.
I follow a lot of fucking weird people on Twitter. There's one chick I follow because she's like a cam girl, but like I don't think I've ever seen her have an audience when she's on cam of more than like 1 or 2 people.
Modern Medusa?
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know Modern Medusa was a cam girl. A totally different chick.
Like she was like a year and a half ago or so. Like,
nobody showed up.
I checked out her Chatterbait and I was like, oh, this is sad. I'm just gonna go. Yeah. It was like, okay.
That's why I follow this other chick. It's like, this is sad. I gotta watch and see how far she takes this.
Like she's like one of those cam girls. Like, yeah, I'll get naked when the tips start rolling in. She never gets naked.
Oh no. This chick does all sorts of crazy shit. Like she's even done videos with other people, but like she's like almost no audience. It's real weird. I don't. I mean, she doesn't look bad. She looks all right.
Is this you advertising? Are you shilling for your favorite cam girl?
No, I don't watch her fucking. I don't watch anything for any length of time on that. That's just obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
Porn is supposed to be a fantasy. I don't want somebody like a real person fucking attached to that. I don't want to fucking have like some sort of empathy or sympathy for those people. That sounds fucked up, but it's absolutely true. I mean, really, do you want to be sitting there like jacking off to some chick, like sucking somebody's dick, and then fucking think, man, I hope she's got enough to pay her rent. Oh no, her dog is sick this week.
I don't give a shit. I'm a sociopath. I'll just sit there and beat it and then leave.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
I just beat it and then beat it.
Yeah. I'll have to work on that. That's a skill I'll have to learn. Oh, what was it? I was making fun of John Doe was saying he didn't want crackheads and meth heads trying to steal his shit, and I'm like, just be poor enough that there ain't nothing to fucking take. And he's like, they'll steal quarters and cigarette butts and lint, which is all he's got apparently. Like, damn.
You got lint? Dude, you're doing good, dude. You got fucking lint. I can't even afford lint.
That fucking... I gotta steal lint from my parents if I want to have any. I don't have enough.
All the fucking Catholics stole all my fucking lint last month.
The Catholics.
That joke was bad. That joke was fucking stupid. Like, all right. I quit.
Was it for Lent? Were you making a joke in reference to Lent, sir?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't bad enough. Let's try to explain it.
Go ahead. You try and find a way to explain that so that it's funny.
You know, you could take old egg cartons and lint and old candles and make like fire starters for your fireplace.
Yeah, like believe it or not, I used to be a Boy Scout. I actually made fucking Eagle Scout.
You were a fucking Eagle Scout?
Yeah, and I still to this day I think I'm the only person who has had their board of review like confirmation sent to them to a fucking prison.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like my current address at the point where that was all finished up was a penitentiary.
That's fucking great, dude. Were you a resident of the penitentiary?
Yes. I still to this day think I'm the only Eagle Scout to ever sign. I was like, yeah, I am now officially an Eagle Scout while I was in prison.
That's fucking funny, dude. Do you get yard? Do they give you more room in the yard? They don't want to fuck with you as much because you're an Eagle Scout?
Dude, yard was fucking stupid.
I'm guessing a lot of people just basically trying to look tough, and like sometimes a fight starts. Like, but as long as you kind of know who your people are and you just fucking hang out with your people, it's like high school. Nobody's gonna fuck with you. You're with your clique, kind of thing.
Like, okay, here's the thing. Like, if you were at a state prison, right?
Yeah.
Nothing happens but fucking boredom and jacking off.
Yeah, that's about what I figured.
If you're in jail or in a fucking like maximum security, oh, there's a whole bunch of stupid shit that happens. Fucking all kinds of retarded fucking shit and like fucking color gangs and shit, all that fucking like the whites and the blacks and the Mexicans have their, or the fucking browns have their like 3 or 4 different fucking groups that they run with, right? And you have all this fucking like, yeah, like we fucking live here, bitch. Yeah, let's fucking go. Like I'm gonna run this shit. You don't fucking have that shit in fucking state prison. Like it doesn't happen. Like most people that are there for like a maximum of like 10 fucking years.
Yeah, so they don't want to make it for fucking ever.
Right. And like they don't want to do anything fucking stupid and get sent to fucking maximum security where they're gonna have to fucking guard their butt for the rest of the fucking time that they're there.
Yeah.
So like state prison is way fucking easier than jail is. Jail, everyone just fucking got there. Everyone's still pissed off. Everyone's trying to get into a fight. Like jail is way fucking worse than state prison is.
Because like half the people were there from that fucking night drunk and pissed. Or high and pissed.
Right, so something like that. But no, like everyone's always trying to fucking start shit. Everyone's always looking to get into a fucking fight. Everyone's always trying to fucking yeah, I'm the fucking man in here for the next 6 days. I'm in here. Nobody fucking gives a shit, dude.
Yeah, like I would at that point I would honestly like it's like look, I'm gonna be in here for how long? I just don't want to fuck around with nothing so that I don't extend that stay because if I do, I'm pretty likely to get caught, being as how it's in a fucking jail.
Right.
You know, with like cameras everywhere and fucking cops all around. Seems like a dumb fucking place to start some shit.
Right, but
not a lot of geniuses end up in prison, dude. That's the dumbass.
Well, yeah, I mean, like nobody's in there because they're like right. Nobody's there because they fucking got away with it.
Yeah, that's true. So then what you want to do is you want to go to prison and start a business trying to like teach people how to do crime better. Because if they're in there, they're probably dumb enough to fall for that shit.
All right, calm down, Dillinger.
Dillinger? Somebody did that? I mean, I'm not surprised, but did somebody actually did that shit? Because that's pretty fucking funny.
No, I was actually trying to think of somebody else, and I couldn't think of his name, so I went with John Dillinger.
I think he escaped from prison a lot.
Dillinger? No. Dillinger never went to prison. Dillinger died, like, before he ever went to prison.
Oh, I'm thinking of Clyde.
Yeah, Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, but John Dillinger was all infamous, and there's a fucking public enemy #1, and the FBI's most wanted, and yada, yada, yada. But he never spent a day in prison because he got fucking shot up before he ever went to prison.
Yeah.
So technically, he never got caught.
Well, he did. He just didn't surrender. Or they weren't looking to take him alive, pretty much. And he wasn't looking to be taken alive.
Sort of like Bonnie and Clyde. How many cops they fucking killed? Like they greased a lot of fucking officers.
Sorry, I read this thing that fucking Run and Guns posted, and he never posts anything good because he's a fucking boomer and he's really fucking bad at internet. But he just posted a picture of like this little text conversation, right? My day is just crap. What's wrong? Beer frozen, burnt my pizza, and girlfriend's pregnant. You just can't pull anything out on time, can you?
Oh, that's pretty good.
That made me happy.
Oh, man. It would make sense that the funniest thing on his Twitter is something somebody else wrote.
Right.
I mean, the dude shot himself by accident. Like, not even on purpose.
Wait, seriously?
You didn't know that? Yeah, dude. That dude shot himself once, like, by accident. Like, fucking around with a gun.
Run and Gun did?
Yeah.
Fucking retard.
It's not hard to believe, though, is it?
No, it's really not that shocking.
He's pretty open about it. He's like, I was being fucking stupid.
Good for him.
Good for him. Oh, man.
No better than Plaxico Burress shooting himself and then getting arrested. That's fucking awesome. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Didn't he also damn near fucking die because he went to the fucking club with like a fucking salami strapped to his leg and he tied it too fucking tight and he damn near fucking killed himself?
Yeah, I never heard that.
Kill yourself with the salami tied to your leg. You cut the circulation or something?
Circulation?
Yeah, like he cut off circulation to his leg and he had some fucking blood clot or an aneurysm or some weird shit, and it almost killed him.
That that would be pretty fucking lethal. Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard that. I just know that
By tourniquets, you're
it's
supposed
illegal
to
to take any kind of firearm into clubs in New York, and he decided to do that, and he shot himself in the fucking leg, and he got it, and so he went to jail for having the firearm there. So he shot himself and went to jail for it, dude.
You know, at that point, isn't it just like salt in the wound to throw the guy in jail? Like, you would think the bullet wound and the fucking the medical bills and the fucking recovery from that would be like plenty of punishment.
You would think so, but no.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, he went to jail for. I mean, he missed. How long did he go for jail? It was at least a year that he went to jail for. So I know he missed like fucking at least a full season in the NFL.
Damn.
Yeah.
The only NFL player to get his paycheck in a penitentiary. No.
I don't fucking know about that. Like you have the entire fucking the entire fucking Baltimore Ravens lineup.
Yeah, really.
like at 1 year, like they fucking jokingly called them fucking Murderers Row, like the Murderers Row team, because like everyone on their team was either being investigated or had been convicted of fucking murder.
Jesus Christ, dude! That's fucked up.
They had like 6 or 7 people on their team that were either being investigated for murder or had been convicted of murder.
Was Dante Stallworth on? Yeah. No, he wasn't on that team. I think he was with the Patriots when that shit happened.
It was all their music, all their fucking music was written by Snoop Dogg, I'm sure, right? All their promotional shit.
Dante Stallworth was fucking actually did the right thing initially. He fucking took like a limo or a fucking cab or whatever to and from wherever he was, gets home, then decides he has to go out and fucking get some shit from the store or something, ends up fucking running over a dude and killing him.
Why would you not order it delivered?
Yeah, I mean, this was a while ago. I don't know how.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This was like at least a decade ago, dude.
Because it seems like you can get pretty much anything delivered at any time of the day at this point, man.
Yeah, you should have some flunkies that you can get to do it for you. Your fucking posse or whatever.
Well, I mean, you could get lotto tickets delivered at this point. It's been going. The delivery thing's been for a while, but maybe not in the area he was. Because for a while it was like in like the, LA and like New York and shit like that.
Yeah, I think he was playing for New England at the time.
Yeah, so probably okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
But again, you would think you'd have somebody that you could fucking send instead of going back out at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, isn't he married or some shit? Most of those people are married, right? Wake your wife up, send her out, or your baby mama, or whatever you got at that point. Because it's the NFL.
Have one of your fucking side bitches. Have one of your side bitches deliver it.
Yeah, what was it? I was watching one of those Reddit videos, and it was like people talk about shit they seen when they were like cleaning windows, and one guy was cleaning the window and saw building? like an office building or whatever, just tall ass building. So you got to fucking like hang on a rope and like clean the fucking windows. And one guy saw like an NFL guy sleeping with somebody who was very much not his wife at the time. And like the next day there was a big ass NDA that all the window washers had to sign with that company.
Damn. That's funny.
And I guess it was shortly before a pretty bitter divorce. But even then, he still didn't say the guy's name. He's like, I can't fucking name the guy now because I can sign that fucking NDA.
That is a fucking weird thing to happen. The fucking window washer having to sign a fucking NDA.
Yep.
What's this all about? I wonder.
Yeah, those Reddit things are fucking awesome, dude. Like crazy shit. I thought the one that I was confused by was the people like, who did you kill and why in self-defense? Like people that had to like shoot a burglar and shit, and like they all said they were feeling guilty, and I'm like, but I don't understand why.
Yeah,
like somebody broke into my house with a knife and was coming into my my bedroom with me and my wife in there, so I shot him 4 times. I feel so terrible for what I've done. I'm like, why? Who gives a shit about that guy?
Would you rather feel guilty or feel dead? Like, what the fuck? Why wouldn't you shoot him?
I've been in, I've never felt guilty about beating the shit out of somebody. I don't know. Like you get in a fight, you don't feel bad later. Oh, I'm so sorry I beat your ass. Nah, not really.
Yeah, I think they're just saying that. They probably don't feel guilty, dude.
But this is pretty much anonymous, man. Like,
right?
Yeah. I mean, even the one where
that's still weird.
The dude was very clearly had only come into this dude's house to fucking kill him. Like there was no doubt. He wasn't looking for anything. He wasn't rifling through the drawers. He just had a big ass fucking knife and like had been stalking this dude for a while. And the dude threw like a 40-pound dumbbell at him, which the first one knocked him down. The second one crushed his skull. Fucking launching 40-pound dumbbells down a set of stairs. And he said he felt really guilty about it. I'm just like, I don't get that. I really don't.
Yeah. That is fucking. Yeah, why would you, man? You got away with fucking killing somebody, dude. Congrats.
I think if you killed like a random innocent person, I can understand being guilty about that. Like, I feel like shit. I ran that kid over and just drove away or something.
Yeah, like even if it wasn't really your fault, like the kid fucking ran into the street in front of you and you couldn't possibly react in time. I get that. You feel a little guilty. But yeah, if you're fucking killing somebody that fucking broke into your home, yeah, I don't see why you'd feel guilty about that.
Yeah.
Again, what's the alternative? You're gonna go back. If you could go back in time, would you not kill him and fucking let him kill you? Like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Oh man, here's a good story. I'm surprised this didn't get more acting.
Hold on, will you let somebody else read it if it's actually a good story?
Come on, he hasn't announced anything yet, has he?
I'm totally down with that.
Yeah, come on. Let him go.
Okay, so a dude tried to lit himself on fire in front of the White House.
It's one of those ones?
Nah, it was he was in like an electronic wheelchair scooter. And he lit his outer jacket on fire while sitting along Pennsylvania Avenue outside the north fence. Uniformed officers immediately responded and like put the fire out and like rendered first aid. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, just get the marshmallows. Fuck it.
Yeah, dude's obviously suicidal. Let him go.
He made a decision, and I think he needs to live with the consequences of that choice. But it shut down Pennsylvania Avenue for a little bit, and I'm just surprised nobody was like trying to I don't know, because you just did 24-hour news cycle at this point. You assume they're going to try to be like, because Trump is racist. He was trying to stop the racism. He's a hero.
Get that man a Kickstarter. I mean, whatever.
Whatever it is that they give you money, like free money for being an idiot with.
I can't even think of the right name even now.
Yeah.
GoFundMe, whatever.
Yeah, there he is. That's what it is. It's GoFundMe. That's the one where all the dumb fuckers. Oh, John does.
Kickstarter would have been if he asked for money before he did it.
Yeah, well, I mean fucking. Didn't Smollett end up getting his job back and get a raise or some shit like out of his whole fucking thing? Like it actually worked.
Did he actually get back on the fucking show?
I thought he got back on the show. There was a lot of people saying that they wanted to like boycott the show or something, and I'm like, well, I've never watched it, so I couldn't boycott it. So
yeah, I haven't heard that, dude. That's fucked up.
Yeah, and it's definitely a shock that I'm not watching the show because I watch so much TV.
Hipster.
I was waiting for that. I set that one up. Come on, guys.
Got to work it into every show.
It's a subtle reminder that I don't watch TV because I'm cooler than people or something. Yeah.
Whatever, hipster.
Oh, they're gonna remake another Disney movie. It's the what was it? I forgot already. Lady and the Tramp. They're gonna remake Lady and the Tramp as a live action now. They're just working down the fucking list of movies. They're just.
All I know is I've seen some fucking live action Stitch, like Lilo and Stitch stuff.
Oh my god, that sounds like a nightmare.
No, like if they do that, I'm fucking out.
That sounds terrifying. Holy shit.
Wait, so was Stitch like a fucking puppet, or was it CGI?
No, I'll send you the picture because it's fucking terrifying, dude.
Wow. Check it out.
That is that. Let's see.
Here, I just put it in the group chat. You can pull it up so we can all see. But like I said, I'm not at my computer, or I'm at my desktop or my laptop on my desktop.
All right, let's see. I'm not seeing it in either. Oh, in the Twitter. Okay, yeah, derp. oh my.
Well,
Let's see here. Let me get it bigger so it's full screen. I want to give the right impact here.
Like a fucking gremlin.
Fucking right. That's what I thought it was at first, like a gremlin meme, and then it said Lilo and Stitch. No, don't do it. No.
Dude, it looks like a gremlin in mid-transformation, like from the Mogwai thing or whatever, to a gremlin, and then turn it color blue. And maybe
like somebody stepped on a retarded koala.
That fucking nose, dude. That is a fucking koala nose, dude. If I've ever seen one.
It's like a koala that got smushed. Like he wears a helmet. That's why he talks so funny. All the other members of Stitch's fucking race are perfectly fine. They can talk just fine. He's just like the retarded alien that got left on Earth.
So let's say that thing's female. Are those ears big enough to turn you on?
Oh, fuck off. Let me just say that again. Oh, fuck off.
My apologies.
That was pretty funny, though. Oh, man.
Hey, did you ever watch that video of the Ocasio-Cortez saying that the term limit amendment was put in place to stop FDR?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That shit was pretty funny. Yeah.
Dude.
Well, she's fucking dumb as shit, man.
She's a college graduate, though, like from fucking good colleges.
That's like become a normal thing, though. Like, there's a lot of companies that won't hire people fresh out of college anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they literally will only look for people that have been out, like, I think it's
10 years.
It started a few years ago, and then they were looking back, so it's probably like 15, 20 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of places that just can't, because they basically get this retarded kid that doesn't know how to fucking do even the basicest shit. Like, spell things correctly, use punctuation and grammar.
Yeah, and then bitch about having to do any work at their job. Or anything that they find on, they like go to HR. They want me to actually fucking sell shit. They want me to actually help customers in my customer service job. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, like my dad's fucking doctor sent him a note because my dad's getting ready to get like a stent put in or something. Like they're gonna, cut through a fucking.
He's gonna die.
Vein and put in a stent. Probably, dude is barely fucking getting by now. He can't even stand up for more than a couple of minutes without like throwing up from pain.
Oh, I mean, like you're, dude. At this point, you're old enough to fucking have met Abraham himself. The fact that your dad is still alive is at this point, like, I'm not sure if it's just a miracle or if it's just God being.
If you saw him, you'd debate like the alive part. You'd be like, "Are you sure he's still alive?" Or somebody running an elaborate prank and just moving around his corpse. No. Fucked up. But fucking the grammar in
they're not
note,
pranks anymore. They're social experiments.
They're social experiments. But the fucking note that the doctor wrote was like the worst fucking grammar, like changing tense and shit in the middle of a sentence, and just like I can't. I wish I knew where it was, because it was, then I could give you like a specific quote. But it was like, it looked like a fucking high school kid wrote it, and that's a fucking doctor. I should take insurance out on my dad before the surgery.
Ocasio-Cortez would make a good female Joker. She always looks fucking insane, like maniacal insane.
Isn't Harley Quinn basically like the female Joker though?
Well, you're breaking.
Isn't Harley Quinn essentially like the female version of the Joker?
Which iteration of Harley Quinn though? Because Harley Quinn.
Yeah, good point.
has like honestly, like if you want to talk about the Harley Quinn, you have to talk about like 30 different fucking iterations.
Isn't she mostly like the Joker just kind of abuses and abuses her though? Isn't that usually the situation?
That's a good point.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, Ocasio-Cortez went to Boston University, dude. Like, that's a fucking pretty prestigious school, dude. Or it used to be. I don't know if any of them are anymore. Not even Boston College. Boston College is a pretty decent school, I guess. But dude,
no,
Boston
they did
an Ivy League school.
Yeah, they did a study at one point, and
if it's named after a state, it's not Ivy League. You fucking cretin.
That's a city, stupid.
What? It's still a fucking. It's still.
That's a pretty fucking good point. That it's not. Baltimore is a city in Maryland. It is not, in fact, a state.
Boston, stupid.
So you were also dumb. Shut up.
We're all idiots, man. We're getting to be otherwise, dude.
Hey, you know what? I'm in California. I just identify as smart.
What about Dartmouth? Isn't that a fucking town?
I have no idea.
I don't think Dartmouth is a town.
It's Brown, Columbia, Cornell, Dartmouth, Harvard, University of Pennsylvania.
No, they did a study at one point, like 20 years ago, and the Ivy League schools were...
The University of Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure that's still a state. I could be wrong. Geography is not my strong suit.
Dude, University of Pennsylvania is not fucking Ivy League.
No, Penn State is. But the University of Penn is fucking, yeah, it is.
Okay, you got like fucking like, okay. You have Brown, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Stanford, Dartmouth, Cornell, Columbia. I think that's it.
I'm looking at the list right now. And Dartmouth is a town in Massachusetts. It is a city in Massachusetts. So shut up.
Holy shit, are they really fucking saying University of Pennsylvania is Ivy fucking League? Really?
Are you sure you're not thinking of Penn State? I get that why it would be weird that Penn State would be in the Ivy League. But yeah, I think it's like the one. It's like the.
I mean, like honestly, like honestly, I think it'd make more sense if Penn State was in the Ivy League, because like you can't be upper crust without a bunch of kitty fucking.
Jesus, dude. Yeah, although I think Penn is kind of treated like the fucking retarded stepkid of the Ivy League. I think it's like not really like even the other Ivy League schools are like, yeah, we let him in because we feel sorry for him. Oh yeah, Princeton too, dude.
Yeah, I mentioned Princeton. Like I knew Princeton, like Brown, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Cornell, Columbia, and Dartmouth.
Yeah, Princeton and Dartmouth cities.
Eat the ass. Eat the whole fucking ass. I'll cut off both cheeks and shove them down your fucking throat. Get the fuck out of here.
There was some dude that barbecued his own foot. Served it at a party.
Andy Worski will have him on the stream next week.
I'm sure. I don't know. It was a long time ago.
I seriously cannot get over how much of a fucking bitch that dude is, though.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely angry that there's anyone that I associate with that looks at that and goes, I'm still gonna watch your show though because I like Andy. No, get the fuck, kill yourself.
Yeah.
Don't if you associate with that dumb piece of shit, don't associate with me. I'm done with you.
Isn't gaming a fan?
Yeah, but gaming's fucking retarded, and I don't respect him.
Jesus,
I expect that out of gaming.
Like he makes terrible choices between pussy and dick. He chooses dick. He makes bad choices.
That's a hard argument to disagree with.
He chooses ass over pussy, dude.
Yeah, that one doesn't make any sense.
I like an ass instead of pussy, dude. That's just fucking crazy.
Fucking self-lubricating shithole. Like fucking tight and warm shithole.
Yeah. Gay people.
Can use fucking birth control to make sure you don't get her pregnant, still get shit on your dick. Like none of this is like ass just it falls short all day long. When it like you put ass against pussy, fucking ass loses.
Yeah, badly.
100%. John Doe says, just say no to poop dick.
Butt babies.
Oh, man. Yeah, that I do not understand that one at all. It's a little weird. Because he's had both. You'd think he'd be at least willing to admit, like, pussy is better, even though he prefers ass, you know?
It'd be like I know pussy's better, but I'm a degenerate, so I'm gonna stick with the poop dick.
The poop dick. Oh, man.
So what else is happening?
Nothing. The world is going to die. We're all going to die. There was a man with a bizarre horse fetish that got busted twice in the UK in the space of a day. He apparently has a thing about masturbating in front of horses. So,
Wow.
61-year-old Malcolm Downs was spotted pleasuring himself in front of the horses on when was this? This was February of this year.
Yeah. Honestly, though, as far as bizarre fetishes go, that's relatively harmless. You're not fucking the horse. You're not...
It's true. He is not fucking the horse. He is just jacking off in front of the horse.
Yeah. You should just have
he has 12 similar like previous arrests on his record, by the way.
I figured it wasn't the first time.
that takes some dedication.
Like
jacking off in front of a lot of different horses to get arrested that many times.
Why wouldn't he just buy his own horse so he wouldn't get busted for it?
Maybe he can only bust in front of other horses.
If I own it, it's just not. It just doesn't turn me on.
Well, I mean, like honestly, like I think that the first thing I would do if I ever get like fuck you money is I'm buying somebody a horse, somebody that I don't like.
Yeah, I was gonna say because those things just fucking eat money, dude.
I'm just hey. Here's a gift. If it dies, you go to jail. You're welcome.
That is pretty fucking vicious. I like it.
It's already
John
in your
Rose
name,
is from the guy's picture. He looks like he has a horse fetish. He really does. That dude does. Ugh.
That is not surprising.
Yeah, he's not somebody you would be surprised to find jacking off in front of a horse. You'd be like, well, yeah, I kind of see it. Nobody else is going to watch you.
Some kind of weird shit.
Yep. Oh, fucking the yellow vest shit's still going on. Yet not on the news in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that is really... Well, I guess it really isn't bizarre when you think about it, but yeah.
It's creepy, though.
The fact that it's not on the news.
It's like France is essentially in a state of revolt, but, you know, that's not important. Because Trump said mean shit about somebody on Twitter.
Is Macron still talking shit about him?
I don't know. I'm sure Macron has his own fucking problems.
Yeah. But no, he just like fucking talks shit at him and incites him even more. You're a fucking idiot, dude.
Yep. Well, I know that at one point they beat the hell out of like some fucking news guy that was dumb enough to go out in the fucking crowd. Like part of the fucking a big part of the protest is just like destroying the news companies, and they're yelling and screaming about how the news people are fucking like crooked and shit.
Right.
And so one of them came out. Like, that was a good plan, dude.
Yeah, maybe that's why there's no coverage. Keep beating the shit out of the news guys.
Well, they only beat the shit out of that one dude. I don't know if they beat the shit out of everybody else. There's a lot of people that are covering it on YouTube, but it doesn't seem to be getting any traction.
Yeah, the mainstream media is fucking ignoring it like it's not fucking happening.
If we could just somehow find a way to throw like a half dozen Antifa members into each one of those groups, like in front of them while they're out there doing the protest, just throw some Antifa members out there. That might be more entertaining. That might get some more news.
Give them some fash cans to beat up.
Yep. Or no, just see what happens when like a bunch of regular people are confronted with like a dozen people who are like, "You're fascist. We're gonna beat your ass." Like that. That'd be fairly entertaining.
Still hasn't taken off, dude. Yeah.
Fash can.
Yeah.
You're really devoted to it though, so I think you just got to keep at it for a while.
I'm proud of it. I came up with something that I like. Literally, anything like that I think might be an original idea. I always Google it, and somebody else has already fucking thought of it. And that one I haven't seen anywhere, dude.
That is a fair point.
Trash cans. Seems pretty natural. I'm surprised that's the one out of all the weird shit I've fucking thought of.
Give yourself a gold star.
So proud of myself.
You should never be that. I know you. You're wrong.
Fair enough.
Damn. Oh man. Trying to think if there's anything else really interesting going on. Not really. I mean, it's the same old bullshit. I'm still kind of curious to see who ends up coming out on the top of the heap for the Democrats, but that's gonna be the fucking entertaining as shit. Like Kamala Harris is going, maybe Elizabeth Warren. Fucking, there's gonna be a small group of people that'll try to get Ocasio-Cortez into it, even though she's not old enough.
Yeah, they're like, we need to pass an amendment. Yeah, I don't know if there's too many people.
You don't even pass an amendment. You ratify an amendment. That's not even how that fucking works. You pleb.
Okay, fucking guy.
I am a fucking guy.
Yes, you are.
Oh, that was your chance to throw out another racist term, Dayswan.
You are a fucking...
Call him a zipperhead or something.
4/5 guy.
4/5. Why are you calling that zipperhead 4/5? I don't know which. I know you use zipperhead a lot. I don't know which one is supposed to go with which.
No, 4/5 is because I'm half black.
Yeah, he'd be 3/5 if he was full black, but he's half black, so he's 4/5.
Oh, that's right. Yep, I remember that now. That's good.
Do you guys ever end up actually watching the Razorfist videos about the Michael Jackson shit?
I'm willing to accept that Michael Jackson probably didn't do anything. I mean,
no,
he had a lot of money. They were going after it. I mean, it's possible he was ended up not guilty in court.
Those two dudes are full of shit. The two dudes in that fucking documentary.
Well, apparently their consistency is pretty bad, but I don't know that that's...
Yeah.
I mean, because that's the case with a lot of victims that are like legit victims too.
Yeah,
so
they were molested in the spot that at the time they say they were molested hadn't been built yet.
Oh, so it was like fucking all the shit that went out down. What's that guy's name? Where's the big fucking Buddy Holly style glasses? Nerdy guy makes movies.
Andy Warhol?
I'm not sure who you're talking about.
I'm not Andy Warhol, but that sounds similar era. Like he's Jewish, dude.
Woody Allen?
Woody Allen, not Andy Warhol.
Guy.
Jesus Christ. No,
Andy
like
Warhol painted the soup can.
Woody Allen played Andy Warhol in the fuck one of his movies, and that's all right.
I see what the connection is. Okay. But like that dude was accused of a lot of shit that he didn't do. And it was all just like this
but
fucking
he
crazy
also
ex-wife who fucking hated his guts and shit.
He also got away with a bunch of shit he did fucking do. So
Probably, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, with a lot of these people, there's like so much money involved and so much fame that it's like, you know, it's real hard to fucking know for sure.
Holy shit!
What?
I was skimming through my Twitter feed. There's a dude trying to do the fucking hammer throw. Holy shit!
Oh. The fucking keg.
He never lets go.
Oh no! I'm sure that worked out well for him.
Hold on, let me see if I can get a full screen here. Come on! Oh shit! I forgot to screen share. Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta collect.
The audio's not coming through it. You guys weren't hearing the audio, right?
Nah, we don't hear your audio.
I'm not even paying attention. So.
Oh. Oh shit!
Let me get a full screen for you.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Oh fuck.
Oh, that's pretty fucking classic right there. Straight up Looney Tunes style.
All right, that was pretty funny. Never lets go. I wonder how far you can launch yourself doing that on purpose. Like actually just letting it go at the right time and fucking sailing yourself. Probably only about 4 or 5 feet, but they're pretty funny.
I mean,
enough to make you fucking feel like you're flying.
Yeah, really.
Right. Yeah, that thing is not light, dude. That's a heavy fucking. The hammer thing is not light. Big ball of lead or whatever it's made out of.
Actually, it's made out of tungsten and a biocarbonate. Oh fucking no!
Listen to the Eagle Scout. He knows what he's talking about.
I'm still never gonna get over the fact that I am like 99.9% sure I am the only person that has ever gotten Eagle Scout while in fucking prison.
That's a fucking achievement, dude. There should be a badge for that.
I was gonna say, yeah, like this is the badge for getting rid of bodies. Or wait, no, you don't get a badge for that. It's like an unofficial badge that you don't actually like. There's no physical badge, but they recognize the accomplishment. So what badges did you get in the Eagle Scouts, sir?
Oh fuck! I mean, I'll have to look up a list of the ones that are there because I got all the required ones you have to get for Eagle, and then I got like I don't know, like 20 or so others. But like there are some that'll sit there and try and get every single fucking one, which I think at this point is practically impossible, just because they've added so fucking many.
Oh wow, the list of merit badges required for the Eagle Scout, like it doesn't even go to like specific badges. It just has a list of fucking like categories. Let's see on the fucking Wikipedia.
Yeah, you got first aid, citizenship in the community, nation, world, communication, and that has like 4 or 5 different ones. Personal fitness, which has 2. Emergency preparedness or life saving. You can do either one of those. Environmental science or sustainability. That's got to be new. It's probably just some like green energy bullshit.
I came in with allowing chicks and scouts.
Personal management, which is just like personal finance, fucking home ec type of bullshit. Swimming, hiking or cycling, camping, cooking, family life, and I think there are some other ones because that's.
Yeah, it sounds light.
Yeah, no, like there's like there's. No, I think the merit badge requirements are actually fairly fucking light. It's all the other shit you have to do. Like the fucking Eagle Project is a fucking bitch and a half, especially if you're what are they called? There's somebody assigned to essentially just like review your Eagle Scout project before you do it, and essentially say, no, you didn't fucking do it right, so here, do it again. And some people will sit there and have it resent back to them fucking 3 years like going on until eventually they just go, oh well, you're almost fucking 18 here, just fucking go ahead.
Like, yeah, we'll patch it, fuck it.
Yeah, no, like essentially what you have to do is you have to do a research paper is the first thing, and they have to essentially give you a passing grade on whether or not you did it correctly, and then you have to, and with that, then you have to like pick what your project is going to be, which is it's usually like building something in the community or doing some large scale like cleanup project or doing some whatever or yada, like something, right? Essentially, it's for them to go like the fucking BSA to be able to stick a fucking stamp on your project and see what we did. Like, you didn't do fucking shit. Fucking we didn't do it. But yeah, like you have to write out a fucking budget if there's any budget to be spent. Which nowadays I think you have to have some kind of budget, even if it's just like, well, we spent $10 on this for whatever. That kind of thing. Like
maybe the Eagle Scouts, like or the BSA or whatever, get like some sort of tax fucking break based on your budget. Like, well, they spent this much money on it, so we should get this much of a break in taxes.
Well, it's not even like they fucking give you any fucking money to do it. Like, you have to get all your own financing for everything.
It wouldn't surprise me though, is what I was just saying.
Oh, but yeah, no, and like I did one of the easiest projects you can do, which is essentially is you go to a new school that has like a basketball court that has nothing on it, and then you paint like a mural or like a map of the U.S. or like some other weird shit onto their blacktop. And
presumably with their permission, right?
Well, yeah, like you have to get their permission. But yeah, like that's what I did, and a lot of people in the area did because they were building a bunch of fucking schools up. And it's like, oh yeah, this is the easiest project you could fucking do. It's super fucking simple. Like you don't have to sit there and search out and try and find some city bureaucrat to try and approve it.
Yeah.
You just have to go to a school that's fairly new, that doesn't have anything weird or fancy on their blacktop, and just go, hey, can we paint some shit on it? Sure. Yeah, like fucking go ahead. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I figured they probably, as long as it's not a giant dick, they're probably all right.
Yeah, and like so, I ended up doing a giant map of the U.S., like a 2-scale map of the U.S. on the blacktop of a school.
Oh, look at you, all patriotic and shit.
Which they tore down 2.5 years after we did it.
I can only assume that was your fault somehow.
I don't fucking know. But yeah. But yeah, so, and like the weirdest fucking thing, like say you're gonna do what the project I did, right? They will send back your Eagle Scout project portfolio, right? Because like you have to send all this in and get not only like the city and the wherever it is that you're gonna do the project to sign off on it. You have to get BSA to sign off on it too, and they're the fucking stickliest, prickliest fucking cunts about every little detail. I had to fucking get because the school wasn't going to be open that Sunday morning when we did the fucking painting of the map and shit, and we wouldn't be able to use the facilities at the school, like there wasn't going to be bathrooms there. I had to fucking pay out of pocket to get fucking porta potties, or I wasn't going to be able to do the fucking project. And they told me this 2 weeks before we were supposed to do the fucking project. Like, after they had already fucking signed off on it, said, yeah, this is cool. Wait, what about bathrooms? It's only going to take like 3 fucking hours. Like, they can hold it. No, you can't do that. Well, then we live just right down the street. We can we can just drive them to the house. Yeah, but then you're gonna have to do all this stuff for transportation and yada yada yada. Like if people get there on their own, that's fine. But if you move them from location to anywhere else, then you have to do all this other paperwork and all this other shit. I was like, I'll just fucking pay for the porta potties for the day, you fucking cunts. And I actually ended up almost getting in trouble for that one because I didn't let the school know that I was going to be bringing porta potties to the fucking school. And
I'm sure they were happy with that.
Yeah, because they didn't pick them up the same day like they were supposed to, but they didn't end up picking them up till like fucking Tuesday. The school was fucking pissed. It was like, yeah, like you just dropped off fucking toilets on our fucking playground. Fuck you, dude. What are you?
Oh man, they're like, we said you could paint some stuff on there. We didn't say you could leave giant buckets of shit.
Yeah, but I almost actually failed. Like I was gonna have to restart the entire fucking thing because of that.
Damn. Oh, John Doe says in the in the comments there, Eagle Scout is one step below becoming the rank of Scout Master Pedophile. You have to molest some child and cover it up to get that badge.
You know what you have to do to be a Scoutmaster at this point?
Fucking, I don't know, like pay money?
Show up.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Like literally just be there and it's like, hey, you want to you actually want to do this? Wait, how much do we have to pay you? Wait, nothing? You're gonna do it for free? For free? Yeah, dude, go fucking ahead. We don't care if you molest the kids. You're doing it for fucking free. Wait, let's talk you into doing it? Fucking go ahead, dude.
Yeah, fucking no shit.
Because like the 99% of the reason a lot of parents put them, like a lot of these kids into Boy Scouts in the first place,
fucking dump them for the evening so they're not gonna watch them all night.
No, most of them didn't have any fucking dads.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, so they gotta like get that fucking interaction with an adult male.
Yeah, like that was the whole fucking thing. It was like, yeah, like it was like 50% of the people were either parents who like or kids who had dads who were fucking just awkward and weird, and they wanted their little fucking little retard to go have friends. And then, like, another, like, 25% or whatever. No, like, 25 of each. Like, some of them were just, like, they had mom and dad, whatever. They just wanted to be in Scouts just because fucking reasons. But, like, 25% were, like, just, like, mom and dad had a fucking kid that was weird and needed friends. And another 25% was just moms are like, yeah, you need a fucking male influence. Like some kind of male role model, some kind of something, because you don't got no fucking dad. He's a piece of shit, or he's not in the picture. So they put him in Scouts where they're going to have some kind of male role model. That's why so many fucking people were pissed the fuck off when it was like, yeah, we're now it's Girl Scouts now.
I mean, that actually makes a fair amount of sense. Yeah,
like the most, like a shit ton of the reason why a bunch of these fucking kids went in the first place because they didn't have a fucking dad. That's why their mom put them in there.
And that's not a bad way to get like some sort of interaction with like an adult male for your kid, because it's like, yeah, I mean, unless you got the prettiest kid, you just want your son to be like the ugliest of all the Eagle Scouts,
right?
So you know, like if they're gonna fuck one of the kids, it's not gonna be yours, so they'll still get all the benefit, but none of the negatives.
But yeah, no, like that's why so many fucking people were really fucking pissed off about.
I thought it was because it was called the Boy Scouts, and they were like, "All right, we'll just we're gonna include women too." Like, but they have the Girl Scouts. It doesn't matter. Fucking what?
No, like
I'm surprised they haven't fought back at that by trying to get dudes to be allowed in the Girl Scouts.
Oh, they did, and you know what happened?
They weren't
Girl
allowed.
Scouts said no.
The Girl Scouts immediately said "fuck you," and then they also tried to sue BSA for allowing girls in, and guess what? They fucking won!
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Girl Scouts sued Boy Scouts of America because they allowed Girl Scouts into Boy Scouts of America. They allowed girls into Boy Scouts of America because Boy Scouts of America got sued to let girls into the fucking Boy Scouts. They lost both fucking lawsuits They lost both fucking lawsuits. One cost them a shit ton of fucking money, and the other cost them, the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing, dude.
Oh, because now they have to be like the Scouts of America, huh?
Yeah. No, it's Scouts BSA. It is the official name. BSA no longer has any meaning because it's no longer called Boy Scouts of America. It's just Scouts BSA.
Yeah, John Doe says no one fucks with cookie distribution. Yeah, I don't want to fuck with the cookies.
It's a pretty good racket they got going, dude.
Dude, those things are so fucking, they sell so good, even if like they don't even really try. Because like every Girl Scout troop, my sister was a Girl Scout, my mom ran a troop for a while, but basically every troop at some point in their cookie sales thing has to basically go out and do this, sit in front of like a grocery store for like a weekend deal. And they make so much money off of that. Like it doesn't matter if it's like a half-assed group of people like barely trying, or if they're really genuinely trying to make sales.
Yeah, they did.
It's
the
all
same
about
thing
that
with
one weekend in front of the grocery store. That makes a ton.
They did the same thing with the Boy Scouts too. Like we sold fucking popcorn and nobody fucking wanted it, but we still had it in our charter that we had to go as a troop once every year and pick like a storefront and sit outside of the storefront for at least 6 hours.
And that'll make you a bunch of fucking money.
Probably not as good as the Girl Scouts.
No, we made zero fucking money. Let's put it this way: if we were all getting paid half of minimum wage to be out there for those 6 hours, we still would have fucking not fucking broke even.
Damn, dude.
Like,
I don't remember doing the popcorn thing. I was a Cub Scout for like a year when I was a kid, but that was it.
The Cub Scouts didn't do it.
Oh, okay. So maybe if I'd gone past the Cub Scouts then.
Yeah, like the Cub Scouts just essentially did a camping trip once a year, maybe if you were lucky. And they did like the Pinewood Derby thing and a couple of fucking like Cub Scouts wasn't shit. It was fucking daycare.
Yeah, that's about how I remember it.
Like at least like I'll give them this. Like a lot of what happened in Boy Scouts was just fucking time wasting bullshit.
Yeah, basically you just all dressed up in weird outfits and went to somebody's house for like juice boxes and crackers for a couple hours, No,
that wasn't it at all.
Oh well, that's how it was when I was in the Boy Scouts, or not the Boy Scouts, the Cub Scouts.
Well, yeah, like no, so what I mean, like in Cub Scout, yeah.
Yeah. That's what
Cub Scouts is essentially just fucking daycare.
Yeah.
Like one parent will go like, all right, I'll take them this fucking week. They can come to my house and they can sit there and fucking carve soap for a bit.
Yeah.
With fucking plastic knives.
Yep. There you go.
But like when I was in the Boy Scouts, like a lot of it was just time wasty bullshit, just because they didn't have anything fucking planned, prepared, just because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. But like whenever we would go do something, we actually went fucking all out on it. Like we did a bunch of like survivalist hiking. I mean survivalist camping, which is no fucking tent, no fucking extra bullshit, no whatever. You carry everything that you're taking with you. No fucking like foot lockers or any of that bullshit.
Like a canteen, a fucking knife, and maybe like a ferrocerium rod is pretty much all you get, right?
And some cookware, so you can actually cook the shit that you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
And I mean that shit was essentially just like your entire cookware was fit inside something the size of a canteen.
So probably like a canteen cup, like a canteen and a canteen cup.
No, like yeah, and then you had like fucking like a fucking spoon and a fucking fork, and then you had your pocket knife that you use as a knife and shit. Just make sure you clean it off because whatever. Yeah, and we would go to do the survivalist fucking camping and go out there. It's like we got no fucking food. We got to go fucking find food. We'd always make sure we could go somewhere where we could fucking catch something, like either whether it be fucking fish or catching like fucking rabbits or fucking squirrels or some shit.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to accidentally starve a fucking troop of like Boy Scouts to death or some shit. They're
right.
Probably
and then I mean, and the fucking scoutmasters or whatever would have a phone with them, so in case anything did go fucking wrong, it's like, well, like even though we're only out here for a weekend, the little fucking sickly kid thinks he's gonna fucking starve. So we'll go get him some McDonald's.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, John Doe did that shit in like Alaska. He says, "Oh, the survival shit was you learned at home without the scouts. Like that was just shit your parents were like, nah, this is what you got to do if you get stuck out in the woods because this is Alaska and there's a lot of fucking woods."
But dude, I remember having us fucking camp out in the middle of fucking winter, dude. When I was in scouts, dude.
Winter camping sucks.
It's fucking horrible, dude.
I never had to do anything like that. That sounds fucking awful.
My favorite
thing, fucking New York, dude. You know, upstate New York.
We decided we were gonna go camping up on a mountain in the middle of winter because it was cheap. Because it was up on a mountain in the middle of winter. And one of the kids got real homesick during the middle of the night and started crying. And his eyes froze shut.
God damn. Yeah. So did they do that the next year?
we never went back up to that mountain in the middle of fucking winter during a cold snap. Dude, I think the warmest it got was 0.
Wow.
And that's like without wind chill. Like with wind chill, the warmest it got was like -20. It was bad, dude. Like
what are those numbers? I don't think I've ever heard those numbers in reference to California weather.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking Mount Baldy.
Snow? I don't even know what that looks like.
Like, hold on. Mount Baldy is the second tallest mountain in the continental U.S.
Damn.
And we went up there in the middle of fucking January. It was cold. It was very, very cold.
So you're essentially a fucking like prepper, dude. Like all that fucking like outdoor shit, like lighting fires without matches and shit.
I can. It's a fucking bitch and a half.
Oh yeah, I don't know why you would ever want to do that. On purpose,
unless you absolutely fucking had to, don't ever try and start a fire without a like. Just find a lighter.
Can you make a bow drill, like a fire drill to make? Damn,
like
dude.
if you can find the right sticks.
Like, yeah, because it's got to be like actually 2 different kinds of wood, right?
No, like you just have to find you have to find something that's thick enough, sturdy enough, and like straight enough that you can actually sit there and spin it without it fucking up. And then you have to find some kind of wettish, live-ish fucking tree so you can make the rope fucking thing. Or like branch or whatever, and you sit there and peel back so you get the branches so you can make the fucking makeshift rope. But yeah, dude, it unless you have.
I thought that kind of wood mattered though. Like it had to be the right kinds of wood, or it wouldn't be very easy to get going.
Well, I mean, some are better than others, but you can do it with pretty much anything.
Oh, okay. I've never done it, so obviously.
Like if you can get like a thick, sturdy, straight piece of like oak, that's the best one to use for the fucking centerpiece. And then like willow trees or birch trees or something that's like their branches are real fucking like viney and wet. You break those off and you can use those as the fucking string of shit to spin the.
Nice.
To spin the stick. Like it's way fucking easier than trying to do it with your bare hands. Because 1, you have to be real fucking patient. 2, it hurts like a motherfucker because you have to sit there and rub your hands raw sitting there spinning the stick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's one of the things like you do it if you might fucking die. Oh, shoelaces, says John Doe. I'm assuming they didn't let you use your shoelaces, but if you were stuck out there, you'd probably use your shoelaces.
Yeah, you can use your shoelaces, but they didn't ever let us do that.
Because it might fuck up your shoelace. They don't want to have to buy a fucking shoelace for the kid.
No, it's just that like we had to do it like we were pretending like we didn't have fucking shit else.
Yeah.
So we had to do it with the fucking like go find fucking branches and break off the little pieces and use fucking makeshift rope. Like I said, I think I only had to do that once. The other time I did it kind of for fun, but also because it was kind of necessary. I was like, if you can, let's see if you can do it. Do it. Go ahead. Just fucking do it. Like, all right, fine, whatever. Jesus. But then,
you're out in the woods with a bunch of kids that got a whole lot of energy. Like, why don't you guys go start a fire with some fucking sticks?
Something like that. No, like they didn't like me playing with fire much after the second time we burned down a scout ranch.
The second time? I wonder how you got into a penitentiary. That's so fucking odd.
Okay, the first time we were just playing with fire, and like
as one does. I did that shit when I was a kid.
All the time. I still love playing with fire, but like so we were just playing with fire, just throwing everything we could into the fire pit. I mean, we made sure there wasn't any trees above us. We had plenty of fucking room around us, whatever. But we were poking our fucking walking sticks into the fire.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then we went on a walk. You can see where this goes.
You were walking around with a bunch of fucking like sticks on fire and
like fucking embers on the bottom on our walking sticks, and
bad.
like we lit some brush on fire, and it didn't really start smoking until we were like well enough away. There's like, wait, dude, somebody set something on fucking fire, dude. That's pretty close to our camp. Fuck. And then that fire wasn't big. Like it burned down like a good acre or two, but it wasn't a shitload of fucking area. The next time,
just an acre or two.
Well, I mean, considering the place was like at
least slightly longer and wider than the length of a football field.
Like the thing was like at least like fucking 500 acres, like fucking minimum.
Okay. Yeah,
the place was
500. It's not bad.
But yeah, the next time,
the second fire
at the same place, by the way.
Like, you weren't done yet. You were like, look, we got it started, but we didn't do enough damage the first time, guys. We got to do this again.
So this time, again, we were playing with the fire, but this time we did not check to make sure that there were no trees above our very, very tall fire.
Oh, yeah, because if you let a bunch of fucking little kids make a fire, they're going to make a giant fucking fire.
And we did. And our scoutmaster was right along there with us, sitting there, throwing more shit into the fire. We had to deny that he was part of it, because if he would have gone to jail if we didn't lie.
Dude, that's the fucking best Boy Scouts, where you learn that snitches get stitches.
But yeah, so like the trees above us caught fire, which then
you guys didn't do like the standard, like check for widowmakers before you fucking make camp.
What?
When you're camping out in the fucking woods, you're supposed to look up before you make camp. When you finally pick a spot, look around and make sure you're not camping under like fucking dead branches and shit. Oh, widowmakers, things that might just fall out of the tree and fucking kill you in the middle of the night because you just happen to camp under it.
Oh, no.
Nah. Good. Okay.
Like I said, normally it wouldn't matter, because like there's always like the center, and there's like the fucking tree line, which is usually in some kind of like either semicircle or fucking like arch or whatever, so you can have all the crap there and then have.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, if you're not in the trees, yeah, okay.
And then have the fucking the tree line as your background or circling around you, right? You know. And then in the center, you usually have the fire pit, or where you'll put like the tables where you have the ranges or some shit, right?
I imagine like a lot of the places they had like established areas where people camped like regularly.
Oh yeah, most
here's the fire ring everybody uses, and here's the spots where everybody camps, and so it's already like taken care of before you start there.
Right, and there was a fire pit.
Yeah,
but I don't think the fire was supposed to get that tall or that big or that wide, because the fire was.
Unless you're,
the fire was at the very edge of
not a pussy.
The fire was at the very edge of the fire pit, and it was a big fire pit, and you're supposed to pretty much keep it all at the very center of it, because like it was used for like fucking Dutch ovens and shit.
John Doe is quoting Billy Joel lyrics at you.
Well, I mean, yeah, that. As we ran, I wish that song was playing in my head.
You didn't start the fire. That'd be pretty fucking badass.
But yeah, this time we burned down a significant chunk of the fucking property, which included 9 different campsites.
What about you, Daytwa? You managed to light any of your
which
fucking
were occupied
Boy
and
Scouts
had to be evacuated because we lit the shit on fire. We weren't ever allowed back there after burning it down twice.
Damn, dude. Satan got some fucked up Boy Scout stuff going on, because I don't think I know anybody else who's had that particular pleasure of burning down the fucking campground.
Dude, no, that was only us, and we did it twice to the same place.
I missed the beginning. Was this deliberate, or did you guys just manage to do it accidentally?
Accidentally twice.
Okay. Accidentally only officially?
The first time they fucking lit their walking sticks on fire, like the bottoms of them, and we're doing a fucking hike with that shit, like still embers and stuff.
And then, yeah, like so some brush caught fire, and it burned down a little bit. Like, it didn't even burn down like a fucking campsite. It just literally burned down some fucking trees and some bushes and shit.
Yeah.
And I don't even think they needed to put it out. Like, I think it kind of burned itself out. Which is because it got to an area where it was like, it's whatever, just let it burn. It'll be fine. Second time, it was in a more densely wooded area, and yeah, it burned down a fucking lot. Like, I'm not sure how exactly how many acres it was. I know the first time because they told us. The second time, they didn't really give us much information except for don't come back. But it was a significant chunk of land.
Yeah, they're like, the insurance company told us if we let you back, they're not paying out the next claim.
Yeah.
At that point, we have to assume that you're trying to get the place.
John just says the Scoutmaster was just trying to burn the pedo evidence.
Nice, dude. He's really on that pedo thing.
Yeah.
Come on, it's not the Catholic Church, dude.
I picture Satan more as the kind of person that would molest the Scoutmaster than be molested by the Scoutmaster.
I mean,
if that were the case, like, or blackmail the guy and get his fucking car or some shit.
I mean, like, she was never a Scoutmaster, but if fucking Bethany was there. I don't remember that kid's name, but his mom was fucking hot. God damn, dude.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Like,
here I am joking, and Satan's like, I tried to rape her once, but it didn't work.
No, nothing like that. But like, whenever you're out camping, like, they have like the shower facilities, right? Like, usually, and some of them have like the ventilation, but they don't have real ventilation. They just have like the roof that has the gap in it.
And somebody was up at that fucking roof gap staring through that shit.
Fuck yeah, I was. God damn, Bethany was hot. Like, her son, like, I was like 16, 17 when her son first joined in. And I just avoided the fuck out of him because he was an obnoxious little shit. And I'm still, to this day, 90% sure he's the one that fucking shit in the shower.
Oh.
I can't prove it, but I fucking know it was him.
Who the fuck does that?
Like, dead center in the middle of the fucking shower.
Oh, so fucking gross.
But, yeah, no, it was...
That should be a hanging offense. I don't care how old you are.
Oh, shit.
3-year-old be shitting in the middle of the shower? Hang that fucker.
That was the day I discovered MILFs. And then shortly after that, I actually got... I guess technically I was molested or taken advantage of, but she was hot, so I was cool with it. It is the only time I have hooked up with a girl, and then later her sister, and then in between her and her sister, I hooked up with her mom.
Yeah, that's fucking epic. Well done, sir.
That's you know what, dude? I'm not sure if you count as black with a white trash scenario that fucking white trash.
Okay, no, so okay, here's the deal.
You might have to give up that black card.
Like, okay, here's the deal. I always had a crush on the younger sister, like, cause like,
yeah.
I went to school with her, like we were like whatever, right? She never
there
gave
was an
me fucking
opportunity to have sex, so you were gonna have it. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's the older sister.
I mean,
or not,
I
right?
was trying. I was
Yeah.
damn sure trying, but it didn't happen, right?
Oh man.
But I ended up hooking up with her sister. Long after I realized me and her were never gonna hook up. I was like, all right, well, I'm at a party with your sister. Things all right, cool. Hey, yeah, we should hang out next weekend. I hook up with her sister. That's the first one. The older sister was the first one I hooked up with.
Yeah.
And then I'm still friends with the younger sister, the one I still kind of have it bad for. Like I know we're never gonna hook up, or at least that's what I think at this point. But I'm doing the friend thing, whatever. Like maybe I'll get some side boob action every now and then, right? But
awkward Christian side hug.
Yeah, so I go over to her house, and this is just after I'd gotten my license, right? This is when I still have the Corvette before I fucking total it. Like
damn!
My very first
very first car was a Corvette.
Before I totaled it, yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Did your dad deal drugs?
No, I did.
Oh, okay. I knew there was some drug dealing going on.
Right.
Fucking knew it.
So I go over to her house, and she's not there. She's supposed to be. Like the younger sister, she's not there.
Oh, mama's there.
But her mom is, and she's all sad and crying and drunk. And I'm like, is your daughter here? What the fuck is going on? I was like, oh yeah, my fucking husband, he's cheating on me. Like, oh, okay. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to do here. Should I go? Like, what?
Might I offer you some cock?
Yeah, something like that. But no, like she's like, here, have a drink. I was like, I'm not gonna say fucking no. I was like, you know how much I fucking try to get booze? You're gonna give it to me for free? Hell fucking yeah, let's go. And yeah, so she sits there and gets me pretty fucking liquored up, and then just fucking starts going to town on me. Yeah. Like, okay, bet, let's fucking go. I'll give him a little 16-year-old dick. Let's fucking go.
Hell yeah. I mean,
So
she's doing decent looking at that point, right? Like you're wasted too, so.
Hell yeah, no, and dude, and oh, she had them fucking thighs though, fucking thunder, goddamn thighs. Ooh. But anyway.
Oh, you like the big women?
I like them thick. Thick is not bad.
There you go.
But move like fucking fast forward, like what 6-7 years into the future, right? Now, the younger sister and my best friend have a kid together, and they were engaged, and then they broke up, and then they were back together, and then they broke up, and yada yada.
Oh yeah, all the healthiest of relationships.
Right. I mean, and they're amicable now. They're definitely not fucking friends, but they're doing the fairly decent co-parenting thing. But whatever. She gets really this is that time when they're really fucking going at it. She comes over to my house because he's supposed to be there. I didn't know he was supposed to be there. He just showed up fucking late as shit, like fucking 2.5 hours late. Gave me more than enough time. I mean, y'all are on the out, so she's mad at you. She wants to take that anger out on my cock. Okay, like yeah, like I'll finally hook up with the girl I had the crush on for fucking years. Yeah, let's fucking go.
So when she came over looking for him, did you say nope? He's not here. Just me and my cock.
No, like she
after
already
you were
by that
done.
point.
Did you clue her in that you'd banged her sister and her mom?
She already knew.
Oh, she already knew. Oh wow, that's so fucking white trash, dude.
The mom didn't know. The sister didn't know that I had hooked up with either anyone else, but she knew because we had talked about it. She was pissed.
Oh, she was mad that you fucked her mom.
she did not like it.
Oh man, but when she was down and out, she fucking knew who was there with a friendly cock to lift her back up.
It was like, hey, I've been a friendly cock to your family for so many years.
A consoling cock, a healing cock.
But yeah, so like that story of how I hooked up with two sisters and their mom.
That is so fucking trashy, dude.
That's
great for you, man.
It's both epic and amazingly terrible at the same time.
It would be a lot more white trash if it didn't happen over the course of like fucking 10 years.
Yeah, if it was all in the course of like a month, that would be that would make it better.
But yeah, like I hooked up with the older sister. She was like around one of my firsts.
Honestly, though, you banged the sister and the mom. I'm surprised you didn't just hang out there every day forever. A fucking teenager.
One of you is regularly going to fuck me, and we'll probably rotate it, but whatever. That'd be fucking great.
As a 16-year-old, that's
fucking trashier than that. I had a friend of mine who basically had 3 sisters. All 3 sisters got knocked up by the same dude.
Oh no!
Yes,
like, at least tell me, all within like the same year, please.
Yeah, I don't know that much of the story, dude. He was just like, when he told me, it was like with a huge amount of embarrassment, or like these fucking bitches, like all 3 of my sisters got knocked up by the same guy. I was like, wow. So is that why you moved?
Later,
he was
John Doe.
in California, and had moved here. So I'm
damn, dude.
Yeah, I can understand if that was the reason, because I wouldn't want to live anywhere near where that fucking happened if it was my 3 sisters.
Nah, dude, that would be pretty fucking embarrassing.
I would leave town as soon as fucking possible.
Now, did the sisters at any point like fucking get together and compare notes and be like, "Hey, wait a minute," like?
Oh man, I met one of them because one of them actually had moved here later on too. Dumb as shit, dude.
So you met her and you were like, I see what happened.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they're all probably that dumb.
God damn. That's impressive though, knocking up all 3 of them.
Right.
Which means like the dude was probably as dumb as they are.
Yeah.
He got her pregnant.
Oh, I thought you meant my friend. Okay.
No, not your friend. The dude, like the dude that knocked them all up.
I don't know. It's kind of epic to some degree.
I mean, the child support alone, though.
Yeah, I think it was a black guy.
Who would have guessed?
No, it was. Like I said, I met the fucking one sister and saw her daughter. Definitely a black dude.
Phaedra says she doesn't give a shit who gets her sisters knocked up as long as she's not involved. Oh, man. So out of curiosity, Satan, did any of them ever figure it out?
Why would you be involved with your sister getting knocked up in the first place, Phaedra?
That's a good point. Did the mom and the other sister ever figure it out, or was it only the younger one that ever figured it out?
No, mom knows she fucked me. Older sister knows she fucked me. Neither of them know I fucked either of the other two.
I just meant like at some point down the road they never ever figured that shit out.
No, I think maybe the older sister, like the younger sister, told the older sister eventually, but I don't think either of them told mom about anything.
Oh, dude, that'd be fucking hilarious if they were sitting there taking notes, comparing.
But yeah, like they just at that point, I think they were, because like by the time I hooked up with the younger sister, the one I'd wanted it in the first place, fucking years earlier. I hadn't talked to the older sister in like fucking 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I hadn't talked to the mom since last time I was at the family house, which was before her and her husband finally ended up getting the divorce because they had both been cheating on each other for fucking like 10 years at that point.
Damn.
But I am the first person she cheated on her husband with, which I kind of feel special about. I feel I feel like that entitles me to some, I don't fucking know. Something.
That's fucking hilarious.
Special reward, dude.
Goddamn. Degenerate from the very earliest age.
I still think like the story of how I met the first girl I hooked up with is fucking awesome. I was hanging out at the park, just getting high, fucking sitting there trying to roll my little shitty ass fucking joints that fucking barely smoked because I couldn't roll a joint for shit. Hanging out at the park, and some little kid, little bastard, fucking like 8, 9, 10-year-old maybe. Like actually no, he was probably like more like 7, 8, 9 maybe, because I was like 11, and he was at least a few years younger than me. He just comes up and just push the kid over and start walking away like I'm going home. and this little fucking blonde shit comes up and just punches me. That's my little brother. I'm sorry, he's a fucking asshole. 6 months later, I'm fucking her on my trampoline.
At fucking 11?
I was 12 at that point.
Oh yeah, that's so much better. My bad. 12.
Hey, it worked, so I was using it.
Oh goddamn! I mean, yeah. Oh, Phaedra says she wouldn't be involved. That's why she doesn't care who knocks him up.
Debatable.
Oh, I'm staying out of that.
Phaedra is the whitest of trash.
Damn, that's how we maintain an audience, by being polite and friendly. It's just
abusive.
Oh man, apparently fucking new YouTube channels, if you make a new one now, you can't get access to live streaming until you have like 1,000 subs. From what I've seen.
I thought that had been the case for a while.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have anywhere near 1,000 subs, and we're allowed to live stream. But I didn't realize that they changed it.
You had been doing it for long before they made that rule.
So we're grandfathered in.
Essentially, yeah.
God damn, dude, that would suck ass, though, man. Because like, isn't live streaming like a huge part of how people get subs now at this point? For a lot of people. Yeah, so it's probably intentionally done to like just prevent fucking.
Well, here's the thing.
Getting big.
A lot of the people that are getting big from streaming are the ones that YouTube doesn't fucking like.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay. Like, we don't want another PewDiePie. He seemed cool to start with, but then he didn't agree with whatever we said.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, and he's not even really political, but like he keeps showing up in the news for saying like nigger or something. Like, oh no, he said a bad word once.
Over and over and over again.
I don't know that he's gotten busted for that multiple times, has he? Or
yeah.
Oh, okay.
The two videos, Bitch Lasagna was one of the videos that got banned or something. It was Bitch Lasagna. And
did he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking funny. I never saw the original of that one, but I did see a pretty funny one that some chick who does like a cutesy anime voice thing did a cover of it. Called it Bitch Lasagna instead of lasagna, because it's supposed to be like a little kid singing it.
That
was pretty funny.
Better?
It was pretty fucking entertaining.
Your bar for entertaining is low.
I watch people make dioramas, so I can't argue that point at all.
Are they with dead mice? Like,
no, they like use fucking like styrofoam and like plaster of Paris and fucking modeling clay and make like landscapes or like train yards and shit.
You're so fucking
trying to figure if that's better or worse than the van life, dude.
Lately, I've been watching a dude that makes a lot of fucking like vivariums and tripidariums and all sorts of weird fucking things.
Are those words?
It's like a big glass container with like fucking
it's big and black. Okay,
plants and shit in there.
It's porn.
It sounds like something that you'd hear in a fucking Willy Wonka movie.
It's porn.
No, it's little tiny landscapes made out of real plants.
You said it was like, big and black. It's porn.
Like aquarium style, like containers.
Big black porn.
Holes, white holes.
No, it's not cool enough to be black porn. It's way nerdier than that.
No, I saw a fucking DVD cover for a porn, and just read the title. I'm not sure why I looked at it, because I was sitting there just getting rid of a bunch of the porn that's still at my fucking dad's house.
Oh no.
And the fucking title of it was "Help! There's a Negro in my daughter, number 9."
Number 9.
It's like,
Oh, I love that title. Help! There's some Negro in my daughter.
Dude, porn titles are the fucking greatest, dude.
You should have like a fucking memorial wank party where you just invite a bunch of people and watch all that fucking old school porn. Like get fucking wasted and put that shit up.
like that wasn't even old school porn. That was like mid 2000s.
Oh my god, dude! I was thinking this was like fucking from the 80s or some shit.
No, like this was fairly fucking modern, and it was titled "Help! There's a Negro in my daughter."
Well, it could have started in the 80s if it's the 9th iteration.
Dateswa, you have missed your calling, sir. You should be writing pornography, apparently.
Why? Who said that?
I'm saying that.
Okay.
I'm sure there's some sort of weird double entendre you can make with Zipperhead or Lemonhead or something like that.
Racist porn, dude. Fuck
Yeah.
It's a thing. There is a lot of it.
That's hilarious, dude.
Damn.
Anyway, yeah, you should still do that. Why not? Put on a bunch of weird racist porn, have all your friends over, and fucking get wasted watching it.
What friends? I don't.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Dude, I don't talk to people anymore. Like I was saying, like whenever I ran into that bar buddy of mine that I hadn't talked to in fucking years, I was like, wow, we hung out almost every day for like 3 or 4 years, and I haven't talked to you since I stopped going to that bar. I'm really bad at keeping up with friends.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I have that same issue, dude.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Unless I just see you every day, just coincidentally, I don't even make an effort.
Oh man, and you have such a winning personality. I'm surprised people aren't like knocking on your door. I'd like to come over and hang out and be abused verbally for a couple of hours, please, on like a Friday.
Friendly and supportive.
Oh man. Or maybe they just like instinctively they know there's bodies in the fucking basement. They're like, there's bodies in the basement. I'm not going over to his house. I'll meet him in a public place with witnesses, but that's it.
Honestly, most of the bodies in my basement that have gotten there in the last fucking, and I'm using that term metaphorically. I mean, because they're not literally in the basement.
Yeah, you have to be pretty fucking retarded to do that.
As we talked about last week.
Yeah, let's try to forget about that. That's right. We were giving out serial killer tips.
But no, most of the metaphorical, bodies in the basement were put there at the behest of friends of mine. Like, I haven't fucking done any fucking Billy Badass shit for myself in so fucking long. Most of it's because somebody else got fucked over, so I did the Billy Badass shit because they don't know fucking how to.
That's got to be an interesting conversation. Oh, that dude ripped you off. Hey, I know a dude.
It's me.
Yeah. Oh man, I'd still try to pretend to be the intermediary as opposed to the executioner. In that case, though, they don't need to know it was you. They just need to pay.
See, that phrase right there is how I accidentally became a pimp for a little while.
God damn it, dude. I can't imagine how you ended up in prison. It's so weird.
No, like I told you, like I have a couple of friends of mine that are let's find a nice way to say hookers.
Ladies of negotiable virtue.
Right. and she one of them needed help collecting from a guy who just decided he wasn't going to fucking pay her. Right?
Oh, well then, he gets whatever he gets, man.
So anyway, and then that I did that for her a couple more times. Long story short, now her friends are asking me to do the same fucking thing and collect money for them. I was like, wait, why am I a pimp? I didn't start, like, how did this fucking happen?
But you're not really a pimp unless you're beating the shit out of them at the same time.
No, that just makes you a shitty pimp.
Oh, okay. Because I always assumed pimps were like they beat the shit out of the girls to keep them in line, as well as making sure the money got paid on time.
No, like the whole point of the pimp in the first place was essentially to protect the girls.
But they eventually need protection from the pimp.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that does sound like a pretty fun job, to be honest. I mean,
no,
as long as you don't have to beat the shit out of the chicks.
Hanging around a bunch of fucking nasty ass whores all day.
Stabby, didn't you get offered that job?
I did get offered that job. That's true.
And he turned it down like a smart person, because that
I
job
turned it down because I couldn't think of anybody who would bail me out of jail if I got caught. And inevitably doing that, you're going to get caught at least some point. Or at least you should assume that you're going to get caught at some point and plan based off of that.
Dude, right. I just thought if when I went to rehab the first time, there was a dude that was in there. He's kind of an older black dude. And fucking, he was describing how he would fucking drive these chicks around, take them to their appointments, and fucking, basically he was describing being a pimp, but he fucking vehemently denied that he was a pimp.
He was a pimp.
Yeah. He was
That'd be like if I took that job.
He's like, no, I was just, being nice, driving them around. They'd give me some of the, like a chunk of the money they made. And I'm like, dude, you're a fucking pimp.
That is exactly how I would have described it had I taken the job. I fucking would I would never accept being a pimp.
What was the fucking movie with Will Ferrell and fucking Mark Wahlberg? The Other Guys.
Yeah, The Other Guys.
That same fucking thing is in there where he's like, no, do you hear what I said? He's like, dude, that's being a pimp. He's like, wow, how did you get that out of what I just told you? Like, dude, you just described exactly what being a pimp is.
Oh, man. I fucking love that part where those two guys just jump off the fucking roof. It's just fucking go for it and die right there.
The Rock and who's the other guy? Yeah, they're supposed to be like super cops. They're like, oh, no, they cut the zip line. We'll fucking jump and land in those bushes, yeah? And they just fucking splat. Oh, fuck. Who is the other guy? That's going to fucking drive me nuts now. You remember?
No.
It's like it's not that.
I feel like I've seen this, but I still have no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
The other guys? The fucking...
Yeah, Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg are the two cops.
That are always overshadowed by the hero cops played by, let's see. I'm going to look that shit up now.
I feel like I've seen this, but I do not remember anything.
Yeah, fucking, what's her name? Yeah, I think it's Ava Mendes is fucking Will Ferrell's wife. She's like a fucking doctor, a super hot doctor, and fucking he treats her like shit. Like, yeah, this is the old ball and chain.
Samuel Jackson. It was Samuel Jackson and Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, okay. That's right. Yeah. They're trying to foil this robbery. The robbers go down the fucking zip line from the top of this fucking huge skyscraper. So they're like, thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, jump on that, land in those bushes over there, that fucking 40-story building. And so they jump, get nowhere fucking near it, and just splat on the fucking pavement.
Sounds about right.
It's pretty fucking ridiculous, dude, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I actually like Will Ferrell in that. I don't like Will Ferrell in a lot of movies, but that one was, that was a decent one. He's too much, man. Too much for me.
Yeah, it's a bit over the top, but it's fucking funny, dude. Like Step Brothers? Is that too much?
I don't know if I've ever seen. I may not have ever seen Step Brothers.
Step Brothers is way too goddamn much.
I liked Hank the Tank. I liked when he was Hank the Tank in that fucking college movie.
Old school.
Yeah, old school. That shit was pretty fucking funny.
Blue!
I liked him in the
You're my boy, Blue!
movie.
What?
Jay and Silent Bob. Strike Back.
Silent Bob Strike Back, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I always forget he was fucking in that.
Yeah, he was the fucking park ranger guy.
Yeah.
Liked him in the other guys. There's a few things he's in that I like. Like he's genuinely very funny, but like sometimes it's like they just let him go too far in some movies for me.
Yeah, I can see that. I
different strokes for different folks, man.
Mm. No, I get what you're saying though.
It's like Chris Rock, or not Chris Rock. What's his name? He was
Tucker?
Ruby Rod. Yeah, Chris Tucker. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew
That guy can be really funny in some things, and some things it's just way too fucking over the top.
Yeah, although I don't know. In Friday, he was kind of over the top, but it still worked. Like, it was still pretty fucking funny. But yeah, Ruby Rod was definitely fucking way over the top.
I actually liked Ruby Rod.
Yeah, no, me too, dude. Although, yeah, that kind of worked for that character that he was playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then, of course, the movies with him and Jackie Chan were pretty killer.
Yeah.
What fucking movies were Will Ferrell and Jackie Chan in?
No, Chris Tucker. We're talking about Chris Tucker now.
Oh, all right. I wasn't paying attention.
We moved on because we were like, he's like kind of like Chris Tucker. He's super fucking over the top. But I got him confused with Chris Rock because their names are both Chris and they're black.
All black people look alike. I get it.
They're black and loud. Like essentially, they're just moviegoer number 4.
Oh man, it's pretty close to. That's not wrong. It's all basically from the Eddie Murphy school of being funny. Like they're both very obviously like influenced by Eddie Murphy for sure.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were, dude.
Oh yeah. Like you see a Samurai Cop fucking had a guy that basically they wrote the part and the guy acted the part out basically just like Eddie Murphy. It's pretty fucking bad.
Dude, his brother is actually really fucking funny, dude.
Charlie
Murphy's a pretty fucking funny guy, dude.
Oh, I have to see what he looks like.
A little like Eddie, but like thicker, I guess.
He looks like Eddie, but scarier.
Yeah, he's like the thug version of Eddie.
Let's see. Oh, I know who he is. Yeah, okay.
Charlie Murphy!
Just remember him on the fucking Dave Chappelle show.
That's all I need. That's all I need to know about Charlie Murphy is Charlie Murphy. That's it.
Yeah,
you can definitely see the resemblance. Holy shit!
I still want to know if that story they did about fucking hanging out at Prince's place was actually fucking true.
Oh no, that was 100% true. Even Prince fucking talked about it.
Charlie Murphy's dead.
He is?
April 12th, 2017.
Shit, I didn't know that. That's fucked up.
What? Fuck?
Died from leukemia, so it's even sadder.
I don't know.
Wait,
it was anemia.
Black people get leukemia?
Are you sure it doesn't say anemia and you're just pronouncing it wrong like you do?
Jesus. Oh man. Nah, totally no.
Dude, black people don't get leukemia.
Yeah, it's anemia.
Murphy died from leukemia on April 12th, 2017.
Spell it.
57.
Yeah. Leukemia. A-N-E-M-I-A.
It's AIDS. Leukemia? No, actually, it's legit leukemia, dude. I'm screen sharing the wiki article, so.
Oh, it's fucking, dude, he's still alive. That's fucking wiki.
It's not wiki. It's
oh, man.
It's like saying, oh, it's true. I found it on Snopes.
Snopes verified it.
There's a movie called Frankenhood that he was in.
It's so good.
Have you seen it?
It's so stupid, but it's so good.
Is it so bad it's good, kind of?
Mm-hmm.
Just over the top fucking crazy nonsense.
Two guys who work at a morgue enlist the services of a reanimated corpse to better their chances at a street ball tournament.
That sounds so incredibly fucking racist, dude.
It really does. Oh my god. Let's see, the Rotten Tomatoes score is 31% audience score, and there's no tomato meter available, even though it was like in like 2009 or something like that.
No fucking critics reviewed it, dude. They were like, all right, we couldn't get Eddie. Let's see if his brother will do it.
Oh, the towering corpse that was resurrected by the local mad scientist. So it has a mad scientist as well. I gotta fucking see this movie, dude.
It sounds fucking brilliantly awful, dude.
It really does.
It's so fucking funny.
I'm gonna see if I can't get that on Amazon Prime or some shit. Yes, yes. Oh no, I think I gotta fucking pay for it.
That does sound like something that should just be included.
You would think. I pay for that Amazon Prime shit. It might be included.
Do they have Game of Thrones?
Do they have Game of Thrones? I don't know. I haven't really checked a lot of the fucking any of the video stuff on Amazon, man.
I think Hulu has Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
They do.
Do they play the current season or just the past seasons?
Oh.
All right. Good. Sorry I asked.
I think we should have a fight. We're gonna have to have a debate in Tennessee or some shit.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna have to hire 2 people instead of you guys to fight, though, because for insurance purposes.
I don't know. I think we should both have to fight in wheelchairs. Dude.
I'd fucking pay to see that shit.
I
2 dudes in wheelchairs fighting. I'd pay good money to watch that.
I just really want to punch Detroit in the face.
That's understandable.
As long as everybody's in a wheelchair when it happens, I'm entertained enough to watch that shit.
Like, honestly, I'll even sit there and tie my hands behind my back after that and let him win the fight. But I just really want to.
Damn, dude.
It's just one, like, solid, like, fucking jaw-breaking fucking punch.
Right, but I got to kick you in the nuts after.
That's fine.
And then once you're tied up, he can hug you.
Face. Never mind. I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah, you can punch me in the face, but then long hug with the
That sounded so much creepier when I said that out loud.
If you start grinding on me, I will fuck you.
That's so creepy sounded too. God damn.
How could we make this
to a dark place? Oh man. Can you just try to picture like a fucking MMA fight where the one dude just hugs the other one out of nowhere?
Turns around and rapes him.
It'd be so funny to watch.
I would just love to get Joe Rogan to fucking call that.
Yeah, break this down, fucker.
You're like, he's fucking raping that dude. Folks, I don't believe it.
That dude is balls deep in that guy's ass. All he did was
guy's dick is way smaller than I would have thought.
And this fight has come to a finish prematurely.
Oh man. The hemorrhoids were too much. There was too much friction.
Jesus Christ. Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
Holy fuck.
Why is there still air in your lungs? What is wrong with you?
Why have you not been humanely put down yet, dude? Amazing.
Oh, man. We should probably stop. We're starting. Yeah, I think it's time to stop. There's like 3 people watching, probably all of them us.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Should we stop? Should we put this in? They're like, no, this fucking train wreck is amazing. Keep going.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.